I just don't even, like, why are you guys still, why are grown people on the internet still freaking out about stupid shit? Like, what the hell is going on in this live? What the hell is going on in this live? What the hell is this fuck-ass list? Mind you, there's only a couple people on here who I would consider, like, potentially dangerous. I don't even think that there's anyone on this fuck-ass list that, I don't even know who made this. I don't think that there's a single person on this list who is an active danger to another individual. I don't know all of these people, but I'm not seeing anybody who I know for a fact is an active danger to people. And I'm just curious as to why none of those people are up on this list, right? I'm just very curious because, like, what the fuck is this? This is so pathetic. This is so pathetic, you guys. This is pathetic. I don't know who made this list. I don't know. Apparently it's a list of, like, problematic creators, and this is, like, part of, I guess, like, their reasoning why people are problematic, whatever. But, like, the thing about it is, why don't you guys make a list with people who are actually, like, dangerous individuals? I could list off at least 5 people off of the top of my head who are active on this app who are dangerous individuals. Actually, I could probably list 10. I genuinely just, that's what I don't get. Like, what is this? This is so pathetic. What do you consider dangerous? Like, I'm talking about people who are genuinely, like, dangers to groups of people. So for example, I'm trying to think who I want to talk about. Mr. Jones. That would be an example. Where is he on the list? I didn't see him. Where is Pact 444 on the list? The self-admitted sexual predator, mind you. Where is Rational Thinker? Another sexual predator that has an entire Facebook group dedicated to him sexually assaulting minors and women. Why aren't they on the list? I'm very curious. Like, where are the people who have genuinely caused harm to other people on the list? And then you have people up on the list, like, do you want to know why I'm on the list? I'm on the list because I called somebody who used to go by Gemma and then switched her name to Emma. I called her Emma. Or wait, no, I called her Gemma. Sorry, it's like stupid. And that's why I'm on the list, is because of that. Like, that's fucking pathetic. That is fucking pathetic. This is pathetic. Can you guys, like, leave this stupid shit in 2025, please? Because genuinely, what are we doing? I would love to know. And I haven't even been on debate TikTok in a while. Like, I've mostly stuck to content creation over the last, I don't know how long, couple of months, because TikTok debate spaces are just so incredibly toxic, and it's just too toxic. So yeah, but this is the list. There are a couple of people on here who are definitely problematic, but like, is this really your best, is this your best list of the most problematic people on the internet? Genuinely. Genuine question. Because, like, I see maybe 1 or 2 people who have genuinely done something that, like, requires people to know about it, but the rest of this, it's like, it's internet bullshit, you guys. Like, it is internet bullshit. It is. Aside from the couple of handfuls of people who were genuinely harmed, it is internet bullshit. And it's just like, what the fuck what are we doing? So this is like part of the list as well. This is like their reasoning. Anyways, are you vegan? No. Vegans piss me off. I've had a couple of run-ins with like vegans on the internet. They piss me off. But anyways, yeah, like, I just wanted to come on here and talk about, like, how pathetic this fucking list is. Like, do you guys not have a life? Do you guys not have a life? Do you guys not have something to do with your life? Do you guys not have anything going on? Like, genuine question. Because how are you guys still stuck on the same shit from months ago? Months ago, years ago, even. And again, like, internet bullshit. Someone called you a name, and now you're here putting them on a list and freaking out. Like, that's just so weird to me. I just don't understand, like, how people get their feeling. If you get your feelings hurt that badly, that someone calling you a name or talking badly about you, you can't handle it, I'm sorry to say, but you do have to get off the internet. Because that is a part of being on the internet. Like, I genuinely don't understand. And what's crazy is, where are all of the really problematic people? Like, why are they not on the list? Where are all of the problematic people who aren't on the list? Why are they not there? It's because the people who made this list are performative. It's because the people who made this list don't care about actually calling out real predators. They care about playing this purity politics game with other people on the left because they want to be the most pure, the most innocent creator on the left. And so they're trying to, like, eat away at these other creators who have made mistakes along, the line. But, like, why don't you guys want to actually call out the harm? I genuinely don't understand. But, I also wanted to say, like, this reminded me of a conversation I had not that long ago, and I think that, like, there was no one behind me, but thank you for rage baiting me and making me have to turn around and look. So I had a conversation not that long ago where I was talking about how we should bring back being able to tell people to off themselves. And the reason that, like, I don't think that's the worst thing you could say to somebody. And I think that I see a guy behind, bro, it's this dude. I don't think that that's the worst thing you could say to somebody. I don't. And if somebody, like, threatens me, if somebody says something abhorrent to me, if somebody, sends me a grape threat, like, off yourself. The world would be a better place without you. I don't know, like, why is it that whenever you say that, the left, the people on debate TikTok on the left, jump down your fucking throat, but they don't jump down the throat of the person who just said that they're gonna sexually assault you, unalive you, said abhorrent things about you. Like, why? It's because you guys are fucking performative. You guys are so performative, and I don't know. So, I don't know, I just wanted to come on here and say that, like, this is pathetic, this little fuck-ass list. And just like, guys, you guys need to get off the internet. I promise you, if you get off the internet, your life will be about at least 50 times better than what it is right now. I promise you that. You guys need to get off the internet. You guys need to get on antidepressants, and you guys need to get your life back together. You need to put your life back together. Stop scrolling on the internet 24/7 and go do something with your life. Because this is pathetic. Like, genuinely, what are we doing? Like, and again, maybe spend your time, if you are going to be on the internet 24/7, like, maybe spend your time actually calling out people who deserve to be called out. I don't know. That's just my other take. Like, I really don't know what else to say. That's really all I have to say about it. Like, it's just stupid at this point. Like, do you guys want, and then, like, in the other live where they're talking about this, they were talking about, like, believing all victims. So, I don't know how to tell you this, but believing all victims applies to people who have been sexually assaulted, been through DV, been through physical abuse, even, I would say, narcissism and emotional abuse. That doesn't, like, believe all victims does not apply to internet beef. I promise you it doesn't. It doesn't apply to internet beef. You're not a victim. If somebody calls you a name on the internet, you're not a victim. And I don't have to extend that belief to you just because you're telling me that this happened. Like, whenever we say believe all victims, we are talking specifically about people who have been the victim of a violent crime or, you know, some sort of, like, emotional or narcissistic abuse. We're not talking about people who got called a name on the internet by one of their ex-friends and now has been, like, holding on to that since 2022. Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, guys, you gotta move on. You gotta fucking move on, I promise. Because if I held on to every single thing that's ever happened to me over the last, like, couple of years that I've been doing this, I would have everyone in my comment section on a fucking list. Like, so, you know what I mean? They're mad at me because I made fun of Emma. I don't even know what she goes by anymore. I think it's Emma. I made fun of her name change because she went from being Gemma, a femme-presenting name, to Emma, another femme-presenting name. And apparently that makes me transphobic. Even though I don't think Gemma has ever said she's trans. Like, this is why I can't fucking deal with you guys anymore. This is why, like, I've pulled back. This is why I've pulled back from, like, the internet. This is why I've pulled back from the internet. Genuinely. Because, like, what the fuck? Like, it's so stupid and dramatic and performative. Like, genuinely. Also, Glam, what the fuck is your problem? Hold on, I'm gonna invite you up, Glam. What's your problem, buddy? You can come up here and say whatever you have to say in person. Yeah, Atlantic, deadass, that's what happened. Deadass. I made fun of that, because, like, that's stupid. Like, you went from Gemma to Emma. That is the same fucking name. Gemma is the British... Oh, wait. Or she might have gone from Emma to Gemma. Fuck, I don't even know at this point. Either way, that is the same fucking name. Gemma is the British version of Emma. It's the same fucking name. Can we be honest? Can we be honest with ourselves? That is the same fucking name. Like, can we just, like, please, be honest with yourself. Gemma and Emma are the same fucking name. One of them is just the British version. Like, come on, guys. Let's. Oh my gosh. But anyways, that's not what I'm here to really talk about. I'm just like here to talk about how pathetic this genuinely is. And like, guys, it's just a fuck ass list of like stupid, like, there are a couple people on here who are problematic. But like nobody on this list is like an active, from what I'm aware of, nobody on this list is like an active abuser. So I don't understand why they put together this list of like people who have messed up in their TikTok career, but they don't want to put together a list of like rapists, pedophiles, abusers. Because there are those people on this app. There are creators on this app who are those things. So I just wonder why they don't want to create a list with those people. You know? Hold on, let me put this up. I don't know. So anyways, like, that's genuinely all I really had to say. I just wanted to talk about it because, like, I learned of this dumbass list, and I thought that it was pathetic. So, anyways, who made this list? I don't know, some Discord server. I'm not entirely sure. Some Discord server made this list of like people that they think is problematic, and so, you know, it's funny. Where are all the people, like, again, where are all of the people who have genuinely caused significant harm to people? There's a Reddit account, not a Reddit account. There's a Reddit forum, and this Reddit forum, like, I haven't been on live, really. I've been on live maybe 10 times in the last 6 months, and this fucking Reddit forum, they post about me every single day. Like almost every day. They post about me at least once a week. And they are like always posting about me, always talking about me. They're always talking about my appearance. They're always talking about like things that have happened to me on the internet. They're always talking about like just all of this shit in this Reddit forum. Why are those people not on this list? Like, I'm not in some fucking Reddit forum talking about people every single day of my life. Like, where are the people? Oh, hey, Scoop. Where are the people on the list who, like, again, have perpetrated significant harm to other people on the internet? Like, why are they not on this list? That's what I don't
Yo,
get.
what's going on? Hey, I'm here.
Hey, there's just, like, some lists floating around of, like,
Oh,
problematic people and, like, I don't know.
oh, let me read this dick. Let me. Sorry, I didn't mean to say. Yeah, let me read this. Okay. Geeky Bruce. Damn. AG Bull. Crow. Bell. Cans. Damn. David. Tambi. Doug. Tina. Dankina. Damn. Mel. Naquan. Damn. Lex, Reggie, Reggie's alright. Regina, Brandon, Dora, Pablo, B, Matt. Damn, they got you, Maddie,
Yeah,
Tess.
literally.
Like, how did they get you? Like, I was thinking that they were gonna get me first before they got you, but you.
Because I'll tell you why. You want to know why they got me, Scoop? Do you want to hear this
Why?
fuck ass reason?
Yes, please.
So
I'm
they
here
got,
for
yeah,
it.
we can, Quacky. Hold on, we will do that in just a second. There's another screenshot. I'm on this list because somebody named, I can't remember, I can't lie. I can't remember if she went from Gemma to Emma or Emma to Gemma, but she either went from one of those two to the other. So like, anyways, this person changed their name from either Emma or Gemma to Gemma or Emma.
Uh huh.
And I was like, bro, that's fucking stupid. And like I said that was fucking stupid and I made fun of it and now I'm on this list for being transphobic because of thinking that yeah.
Oh my god! Stop!
No, like dead ass. Like for real.
So what is this screenshot?
Oh, let's fucking read this. Wait, let me try to
What are you showing me? I'm scared. What am I looking at?
girl, I wish I knew. Shit. Wait, let me try to find it.
Irish? Damn, Amber Misandry.
Okay, maybe and then wait, let me turn okay, yeah, let's do that. Okay,
Okay.
perfect.
Crow, Belle, Mermaid Hole, Brandon, sorry.
Ah, okay,
Okay.
perfect.
Belle, Mermaid Hole, Brandon, sorry. Related but not directly.
Like, look at this fuck ass list, bro.
Knowing Geeky's Shabuse still keeps them modded. Panel Geeky, Panel Pablo. Knowing Geeky still keeps them modded. Panel Geeky, Panel Pablo. Oh my gosh. He's racist and Irish? Transphobia, mocking someone's chosen name. Yo. Yo.
Like genuinely.
No, because I no, because genuinely, I'm not even coming to support or defend anyone, but this BS needs to stop. It needs to stop. No, because genuinely, support or defend anyone, but this BS needs to stop because there are real problems going on right now.
No,
And
literally.
there are real problems going on right now. And you are going to dox someone, dox someone because of a name that they thought that they didn't understand, like a name change. And the name change is personable to you, sure, of course. I don't think they're calling you stupid. I don't even think change is personable to you, sure. You stupid. I don't even think that by calling a person stupid would be fair, which I don't think that you would do. It's simply like, you know how like what's that word? There's this type of person, and you'll tell this person like, oh, what's the time? Oh, it's noon. And then like the person who asks you the time then looks at their phone is like, no, actually it's 11:59. You see
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
I that's the energy that's going on right here, you know? And
No,
it's
literally.
and I'm just like, I can smell it through the phone and it's so poignant. It's like you're literally searching for a needle in a haystack. You're trying to find a problem. And for me personally, right, when it comes to name changes, stuff like that, I just keep my mouth closed because the second that I say anything, it can absolutely be taken out of context.
So
And
the only
my thing is,
reason
my let me ask you my question, right?
sure.
Why not put actual problematic people on this list rather than pointing the finger towards people in which are confused about a name change, because really that's really what the issue is at the end of the day. Mac was confused about a name change and never even got the chance to ask why, and these people immediately jumped to calling her transphobic. Now the question is why, and are there
Oh,
any, and if that's the bar that we're setting for transphobia, oh my god,
also,
yo.
I don't even think she's ever said she's trans. So,
Well, the thing about being trans is that you can socially transition, but if you're not making if you're not making that active, what's the word? Active commitment. There we go. To transition. or even to show up as non-binary or non-gender conforming to some degree, right? I need to know, is the bar in hell?
So,
Yeah.
what I was gonna say to that, so they did like try to explain it. And so like the whole reason this like started was because this was like during July when all of this happened, and there were things going on with other
Mm-hmm.
creators, there was other situations happening with other creators. And Gemma, and I don't even know if that's her fucking name, Gemma slash Emma, I don't remember what she goes by. I literally cannot remember. It's one of the two. Slash Nicole slash like some other people were being problematic. They were being problematic as fuck. But to avoid accountability for being problematic as fuck, they wanted to look towards anything that they know the left would give a fuck about. Which the left jumps on, like the left will jump to defend anyone who is being transphobic, anyone who's being racist, anyone who's being um like just phobic, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so that's really like, in my opinion, what that was. But I'm pretty sure she did give an explanation. And her first explanation I remember had to do with something about her being bisexual and how like her name change was something to do with her bisexuality. But then she changed it from that explanation to then her talking about her being non-gender conforming and non-binary, but not trans. She clarified she's not trans, but she's so I'm just confused. Like and also whenever you say both Gemma and Emma, they have the same core.
Mm-hmm.
That, you're
Like the person
still
fundamentally
saying
is the same.
Emma whenever you say Gemma. So like so anyways, and she gave like some bullshit explanation, but in reality, like I really just I'll call it what it is. You know
Right.
what? I'll fucking call it. You just wanted to point to transphobia because you knew people on the left would shield you
Right.
because that's what people on the left do. They like,
They shield.
creators on the left, they want to shield anyone who is being victimized by either racism or transphobia or homophobia. Those are like the big three. I feel like that the left will want to like protect other people from, which is absolutely fine. But
Absolutely.
like, damn, like we
It's like
can't just
time and
like say that
place.
everything is like not everything's transphobic.
Time and place for sure. I think I agree with you there, right? Where there are certain instances in which people try to say things are transphobic, but they're really not. Um, but I'm not going to excuse dead naming. I'm not going to excuse being
Oh yeah.
rude. I think that's a very solid line to draw. But to be confused about why a person changed their name and then asking them why they did, right? And then they go and turn and you like weaponize their identity and feel as if they're being harmed in some way. That's where we really have to ask the question, are we okay? What's
Well,
going on here?
question, so this is a question. Can you dead name somebody who has the same core name? Because
Technically,
how
yes,
can
you
you
can.
how
Technically,
can you
yes, you
say
can.
Gemma without saying Emma? You know what I mean?
No, I get that. And here's the thing, right? The purpose of dead naming is to simply just say the name that the person is not anymore, right? And so by you using the new name that that person then chooses to use, you are then confirming their new identity that they choose to identify with. So
Right.
by you just simply asking, "Oh, how does Gemma come from Emma?" and then they explain that to you, that's not you being transphobic. That is you simply inquiring information because you're confused. But if you were to be like, if they were to say like, "Oh yeah, my new name's Gemma, but my name used to be Emma," but you just continuously you keep using the name Emma, you don't even attempt to use the name Gemma, that is the problem. That right there is the problem. And I feel like there's a very clear distinction, right?
I like yeah, no, and it was just like
You weren't dead naming, especially if you were confused, and they weren't even
No, and I'm
clarifying
still
about which
confused. Like
name.
I can't lie. It doesn't make sense for me. And also like I obviously like
Jeffrey
know
Epstein just
I
joined the
know
live stream.
I know I saw it. It's a troll. Um obviously like I have people in my life who are trans, non-binary, etc. They don't pick names that are anywhere close to their dead name. They don't pick names that are any dead name. They don't. They don't. That's why I'm gonna call it what it is, and it smells like bullshit. I'm not gonna lie. It smells like bullshit because I've known quite a few trans and non-binary people through the internet, through you know in person. Not a single one of them picked a name that had the core name in from their dead name. Not a single fucking one. So to then like co-opt the trauma of people who genuinely do experience dead naming, experience transphobia, experiencing these things, that is a fucking problem. That's a problem.
Literally, like there was this person that I used to room with in like when I was in the apartments, and they changed. I don't even. I was thinking about this today. I couldn't even dead name them if I wanted to because I practiced their new name so much to the point where I only remember their new name. Their name is Cats. That is
Yeah.
completely different than what they used to have. Like I genuinely could not tell you their name if I even scraped all the four corners of my brain. Genuinely.
Yeah, like I don't like yeah, no, it's not hard for me to like transition into calling someone something different or like switching pronouns. I don't know, it's never been really like the only time it's difficult for me is whenever you have a situation where you have let's take Anne Bates for example, who says that she's non-binary but presents more femininely than myself, like what are we fucking doing? Do you just want to claim another fucking identity card? It sounds like you don't want to be labeled as just like another white woman. So you want to claim another identity card while not experiencing any of the same oppression that people who are non-binary who present like non-gender conforming experience. Like can we genuinely stop allowing people who are not facing the same oppression as like the group of people they claim to be a part of, can we stop letting them like co-opt the trauma? Like that's like can we stop allowing that to happen? Because Anne Debates, mind you, who is a racist, a homophobe, says the N word, mind you, a leftist, mind you. Anne Debates is not harmed whenever you like accidentally call her. Because Anne Debates presents like just so incredibly femininely. It's yeah, like people are gonna mess that up. You have to like understand that people are gonna mess that up. People are gonna forget. You look like any other white woman with blonde hair. Like yeah, people are gonna forget that you go by um they them. So I don't know. It's just like which, mind you, people would rather call that out. People would rather freak out at you calling like Ann Debates, for example, she, her, than call out the fact that Ann Debates uses the N word regularly in debate servers, on live, in comments, etc., while being white.
Um, Hold
Like,
on, because which out of the someone said which out of the broom closet? I think which out of the broom closet. That's funny. I like that. Which out of the broom closet asked, but we don't owe to adhere to someone's expectations of how we look. Nobody would say that you owe anyone anything. The problem, right, that comes up is when you identify as a particular identity, right? Uh you choose to have certain pronouns, however you choose to identify, right? But then you choose to go completely opposite of that. And I think it just becomes really confusing for people who want to be respectful, want to recognize the person in which you're, choosing to identify as, but you're not even matching that. Like, say, for example, you're supposed to be non binary, but you're hyper feminine. People are going to start using she, her pronouns when you probably want to be called they, them for the day.
Right. And it's just like it's also kind of just like like your pronouns are an outward expression, or your pronouns describe how you present yourself to the world, not only outwardly, mostly outwardly, but also internally how you feel as well, right? Like what you feel your gender identity is internally. Like if somebody called me a he, I'd be like, don't call me a he. Do I look like a man? Fuck no. But if somebody called me like if somebody called me they them, I wouldn't have a problem with that because it's pretty ambiguous. Like anyone can be called they them. So if and like for example, Anne Debates, who's somebody who's very feminine, presents very femininely outwardly to the world, like girly, what do you expect? Like and again, it's like I don't know. I just feel like we need to start calling out people who are trying to co-opt trauma of groups of people who genuinely do face, um, genuinely do face, I guess it would be, I don't know what the word for it would be. Not transphobia, I guess like non-binary phobia. Just like gender phobia. I don't know. Genuinely face like hateful people for presenting non-binary. And like, you know what I mean? Like I don't understand how you can just co-opt that trauma and say that you're now no non-binary because you don't want to be labeled as a white woman on the internet, which Anne Debates is very much white woman
I'd
feminism.
like to say this though. I would say that being non-binary technically would fall underneath the umbrella of being trans, right? Because I'm also non-binary. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
But there are
So
some people who like disagree with that. But yeah, yeah.
technically, right, due to definitions working the way they do, since transitioning, being trans is you no longer identifying with the gender that you are at birth, technically, per that logic, we could conclude that being trans, that umbrella would also include non binary, no? Like, do you understand my logic?
Yeah, I understand what you mean. I mean, I don't really feel like I have much of an opinion on that
Mm-hmm.
part of it. I don't really care how people classify themselves, to be honest.
Real.
I don't really
Real.
care. I don't really care like how people in those communities want to like classify themselves, like which umbrellas
Right.
people want to fall under. I don't think that's
Right.
really like my conversation, but I just want to like I want people on the left to stop
Just be consistent.
performative. Yes, I want people to be consistent and I want people to stop like allowing performative people to steal the identities of other
Yes.
marginalized groups.
Yes, because there are real trans people who go through crazy
Correct.
and there are real non-binary people who go through and yet we have performative ass who are literally distracting us from the issue.
No, quite literally.
Literally.
One second. Okay. No, literally. And like also I want to say that so like this was another thing. I was having a debate with someone who's also non-binary, by the way. I can't remember his name or their name. Sorry. See, here I'm doing it. It's hard because this person also presents very masculine, so it's hard. But this person is, assigned male at birth and is non-binary. And I told them that they have male privilege because you do. If you look like a man or if you look masculine, you have male privilege. And anyways, so I said that to them and they were like, "I'm not a male. I'm not a man." And I was like, "But you still got male privilege, you dumb fuck. You dumb idiot. You still have male privilege. Like, girl, the fuck?"
Um listen.
What are you gonna say? What are you gonna
Listen.
say, Scoob? I don't know what to think about you laughing like that. I'm scared.
No, because oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. No, literally. If you if you look the part, you have privilege.
No, exactly. And like they were like, "Well, I'm not a man." And I was like,
But you identify as one, no?
"That's why it's male privilege, king.
Like
That's why it's not
you
it's not man
identify with the
privilege."
group, so you get part of that group's privilege, no?
No, literally, that's like me saying, "Oh, like that would be like like that would be like if I said that would be I'm obviously clearly white. That would be like me trying to co-opt like the fact that my grandpa is brown and being like, "Well, my grandpa's Portuguese and he's brown." So, like that would be fucking stupid. That would be oh, I'm not like fucking
Bro.
stupid. That's what that would be. That would be fucking stupid.
It's like saying it's like saying I'm not a woman just because I haven't received my period this month.
No, literally, like the fuck. Like, girl, what? So, anyways, like, I just feel like we need to be better about like calling out performative bullshit like that. We need to be better as like leftists. Like, we need to stop playing into purity identity politics. Because
Mm.
genuinely, I am so tired of identity politics.
Mm.
I'm
That's
so
a
tired
good
of identity
one.
politics.
That's a good one. Yo, I haven't heard anybody bring that one up. Let's talk about it, baby.
Let's
Let's
talk
talk.
about that. Because genuinely, identity politics is tearing apart the left, tearing it apart.
It's a problem where they try to keep this like purity ideology like within like the leftist spaces, but to conserve said ideology that's literally a contradiction to what it means to be progressive, because to be progressive means that you are actively changing, you're actively progressing into the future to see what change will bring about. And so for you to just stay stagnant, for you to just say, "Oh, well, we need to keep everything the way it is. We need to keep the systems, we need to keep the structure, we need to keep this, we need to keep that," without doing any work, without breaking any of the social structures in which literally keep people in the stagnant states that they're in. You expect for us to fix this dumpster?
No, literally. And like identity politics, because again, so can I say something? Misogyny. So notice how the left and people on the left, they don't run to they like again, there's like three major things that people on the left will run to protect no matter what.
Mhm.
And like these performative progressives, specifically on debate TikTok, will run to protect anyone who is experiencing racism, anyone who's experiencing transphobia or homophobia. But
Yep.
then when it comes to misogyny and sexism,
Oh, they just sweep it right underneath the rug.
they're just gone.
They're just gone.
Where's the performative bitches? Where are they at? Cause why are men of all races allowed to be misogynistic and sexist and they don't get called out or canceled for it? But the second that somebody labels anybody a racist, a homophobe, or a transphobe, canceled
So
immediately.
quick to jump on it.
Immediately.
Not saying that we can't jump on it, but it's
No,
like, where's the
literally.
same energy for
Yeah, yeah.
problems
Where
that
is
are
the same
just
energy?
also harmful?
Exactly.
Because misogyny not only affects the white community, it affects the black community. It infects it. Yes, let me use the word infects. It infects the indigenous community. So many different communities.
Every
Like for all
community.
of this to happen, and yet we're only pointing out the racism, the transphobia, and the and we're only pointing out those big three. What about the misogyny? What about the DV? What about the
Yep.
act? What about the problems that are going on? Like, like we don't care enough to really look at these patriarchal issues in which are really funneling these problems. It
Yep.
is a siphon.
Yeah.
And these people don't get how much power that these individuals get from that, because they feel like they're on a power trip. They feel like they have the upper hand, because it's like nobody's going to tell a man that he can't say something because this is a man's world.
Right.
I hate that.
And it's also just like So, like, I make videos about how false allegations of sexual assault don't ruin lives. Oftentimes, they don't ruin lives, right? And, I've never said that a false allegation has never ruined somebody's life. I've never said that. But I
A
get
false
all of these.
allegation absolutely can ruin someone's life, for
Yeah,
sure.
it
Especially
absolutely
when the
can.
person is found out to be a liar. But the thing is that we have to go through due process. You have to go through the entire process to even see whether or not this person is a liar. You have to take time to figure out the facts of the case. But people just want to jump to conclusions and say, well, I was framed. Okay,
That part.
you were
And
framed, but how?
like the thing is that the thing is that so whenever I talk about false allegations of sexual violence, right, or DV or physical violence, right, any of it, I always get specifically men of color in my comments saying white woman tears, as if false allegations, this idea that false allegations are prevalent and they always ruin a life, as if that doesn't also affect the Black community, the Latina community, any other community of people. It affects every single woman. That problem of men overinflating false allegations affects every single community of people. And I get all of these men in my comments who will say, and it's men of color usually, who are saying white woman tears, or they're saying that I'm contributing to white women making false allegations of sexual assault. No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
I
Providing
would
statistics? No, I'm not. Like, why are you
literally.
like, ugh.
Statistics are not a reason for you to say that something's false. Like, you can't just state that a statistic is false just because it disproves your argument. Because then the burden of proof is on you to then and try and find something that supports your argument. If you're trying to state that lives are not ruined by XYZ, okay, well then prove it. Prove it.
Yeah, and it's just like frustrating because it's like I feel like it's just frustrating because
You can bring a horse to water, but you can't
anytime
make it drink.
anytime I try to talk about like that, like the misogyny of men of color just using white women
Oh my
to dismiss everything that I have to say. Even white men do it too. If you're a white man, get white woman tears. If you are a white man, get white woman tears out of your vocabulary. That doesn't affect you.
Please
That's
free us
problem
from
number
the
one.
free us from the shackles.
That's problem number one. Problem number two. So it is misogynistic for men of color to just dismiss everything that I'm saying and say like white woman tears. That is misogyny. I hate to tell you, that is misogyny.
Sorry.
Like,
My sister just took a blinker and she's currently dying in the background if you can't hear her.
God.
You good over there, champ? I'm trying to have an intellectual conversation, champ.
Sorry, as y'all were.
No, yeah, okay. No, but yeah, sorry, she's just like dying over there in the back. But no, yeah, I really, really, really hate it when, and I'm not gonna speak for the entirety of the Black community. Okay? I'm gonna preface that by saying this. But there is a problem in which we see in also religious communities, and you know, there is a lot of misogyny. And you know what? You know what? I need to bring up this pastor who ate the down in church
I'm
the other
ready to
day.
hear it.
This man said, if y'all are going to stare at my wife while she looks so beautiful, gouge your eyes out with a hot spoon. And by the way, I bought the dress. He said, and by the way, I bought the dress. And he ate that down. He stood with such defiance against the misogyny. And you see, that's what we need. I'm sorry, I'm getting passionate. Because that's what we need. We need that in churches. We need men to be leaders. We need pastors that are going to stand up to misogyny and be like, okay, and what are you going to do about it? Because I bought that dress and she looks fantastic in it. You better tell her she looks great.
Right. And like the thing I also want to say, so like I made a video talking about how men are never this mad. So there was a guy who talked about how false accusers should always go to jail, blah, 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 blah. They should go to jail for the same amount of time as a rapist, blah, 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 blah. You know, that bullshit. And I responded to his video and I was like, it's interesting that men like this are never that mad that only 3% of rapists go to jail. You're never that mad. Where's your video about that? That's the real problem. We should be mad about that. Like only three, so then only 3% of false accusers go to jail, right? Right? That's fair, right? So until you guys up the percentage of rapists going to jail, only 3% of false accusers go to jail. Because why would more false accusers go to jail than rapists? So that's problem number one. Problem number two is that someone named the Woken Brownie, which I blocked him, by the way, because I'm tired of his dumbass. He was disrespecting me from the get-go. And so I blocked him because I don't deserve the disrespect. I deserve to be respected. And if you can't fucking respect me, you're blocked. So anyways, I blocked him and he made a response video to my video and he brought up, mind you, my video was talking about how false allegations are rare and they often don't ruin lives. And he brought up a couple of instances where an allegation from a white person caused immense amount of harm to the black community, right? He brought up like the Tulsa race riot.
No, it's not you.
No, not you.
He brought up like the Tulsa race riots in his video, and I was like, so that doesn't disprove the statistics.
Right.
That your one example does not disprove the statistics. I'm sorry to say it. It doesn't. And statistically, black women are being fucked over the most by this idea that allegations of sexual assault always ruin lives. Black women, right? Oh, but you don't want to talk about that, do you? You don't want to talk about that because then that disproves your entire fucking narrative. And also, why can't people understand that, like, whenever I'm talking about sexual assault, I'm talking at it from a perspective of
Literally a victim.
Intraracial. Yeah, that too. Intraracial. I'm not talking about interracial dynamics. I'm talking about intraracial sexual violence. So sexual violence between white men and white women, black men and black women, Latino men and Latino women. I'm not talking about it from a perspective of white women and black men, black women and white men.
It's within their community. In their community, we're talking about.
No,
because
literally.
that's where it happens the most.
Exactly.
That's where it happens the most.
Exactly.
We see a lot of trying to push down the issues that are within our own communities because we think that it'll make our position stronger if we present ourselves as a united front. But by literally pushing our own issues down and sweeping it underneath the rug, we are pew-pewing ourselves in the foot.
No, literally. And the thing is that it comes to a point now where, like, the only people who are benefiting from the idea that false allegations are rare and ruin lives are mostly, like, white men. And also, like, other men within their own communities are obviously benefiting from that. It's mostly white men. Like, white women are not benefiting from that. They're not benefiting from it. Like,
only thing women are benefiting from is affirmative action. Let's talk about it, honey.
Bring back DEI.
Bring back DEI. I'm gonna make a shirt and I'm gonna send it to you, and it's gonna be bring back DEI, and it's gonna have Mac at the end.
Oh
with
my
like
gosh.
a little hyphen.
That's like the quote.
There are a couple comments that I was hoping that we could respond to.
Oh yeah, go ahead, respond to them. I'm gonna go get a snack. So.
Oh sure. First, what do you think about Chloe Forio and actually no, let's go up first. Someone said, I can't believe Mac is on that list. LOL, Nemo is a joke. Well, we don't talk about it. Someone said, what do y'all think about Chloe Forio and Maya Satya?
Volunteering.
Chloe quite literally talks about all the possible issues you could ever imagine while also being an influencer, and I feel like we're putting too much pressure on influencers to be activists when they are specifically doing their job to be an influencer and to present a product to get you to buy it and also to influence you, when we actually have activists influencers who specifically do that shit, but then you have people who are choosing to use their influencer page boost awareness about the problems going on. But then you're getting mad because she's not doing it more often. She's a freaking influencer. That's not her job. She gets paid to show bags. She gets paid to do different stuff. She gets paid to yap about her personal life, about boring, relatable stuff. She doesn't get paid to talk about anything. That's why when she does, it means a whole lot more. And I wish that people would understand that nuance, that people who are influencers are not also activists all the time. Because there are people who are activist influencers who actively make change, but we're not going to give them enough attention because, oh, they're not relatable. Oh, they're not trendy. Oh, they're not this, they're not that. Oh, they're not popular. There are people like me and Mac who are technically activist influencers. Give me a second, bro. There are people who are like me and Mac and Dean and Parker and even though I hate to say it, Kenzie, even Irish, activist influencers who literally spend their entire life in and out of school talking about topics that literally have changed people's lives, maybe even affect their health care, maybe even affect their ability to go to school. Affects every single aspect of their life, but it's not enough. If baddies was boring, they wouldn't be on their Isaac, I don't know who you are, but you need to stop spamming and get a grip. Boy, bye, you a D1 hater. You need to get a grip. You spamming in the comments is not going to solve this situation any faster. And I hope that you can take that and internalize it. Because baby, it's not clocking to you. It's not clocking to you that I'm standing on business. It's not. Okay, I look crazy over here.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, your sister in the background talking about baddies. No, because my sister loves baddies. What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about?
I love baddies. Big Dominican. Cra cra boom. Cra cra boom.
So we're talking about performative progressives who made a list of people who have messed up in their TikTok career for sure. There are a couple of people on the list who are probably pretty problematic, but for the most part, it's people who have made mistakes like every human being fucking does. And it was made by these people who sit on their ass all day and just watch creators fuck up because that's what's going to happen. A creator's going to fuck up every once in a while. That's going to happen. And it's these people who are so righteous and who think I would never fuck up. But in reality, these bitches could never last a fucking
day in our shoes.
They couldn't last an hour. No, literally. They couldn't last a fucking hour on TikTok. They couldn't last like any time being in the public eye. Especially not on debate TikTok. Fuck no.
Hey Lex. Hey, Miss Lex, you are popping on TikTok, Miss Popular. I see you all the time. Don't know, because I be trying to get into them Love Island, them daddy like lives, but it's always so packed. You got thousands of people in there at a time, babe. Like,
girl, it's dry now. I ain't been on live in like months. Hi guys.
Hey.
Listen, I don't know too much of the tea, but what I will say is that a lot of these people on TikTok do be performative. That's why I took a hiatus, especially from debate talk, because a lot of y'all be judging other people for the choices and decisions that they make, but you in the same time closed doors doing the same shit. So y'all need to stop being hypocrites, because a lot of these TikTok people be hypocrites, and then when they get caught up in their shit, they get mad and they try and drag other people in it.
Bow.
And that's why I took my little hiatus from debate talk and I went to Love Island for a little bit, because a lot of these people, they get parasocial and they feel like you can't just have an opinion that's different solely because you under a certain like position politically that they want you to be under. And I feel like either way, whether you left, you right, whatever, like everybody has a mind of their own. you should have a mind of your own and understand that even if you support a creator, they may not have 100% of the same perspective as you. They're human. Like
Critical
shit.
thinking skills are necessary in this day and age, for sure. And I feel like it's something that, you know what, actually, can I cook? Can I cook? I'm about to do some stir fry. When, okay, hold on. I'm pressure cooking. Give me a second.
Boiling at this point.
I really need.
Alex, did you forget where we went together?
Hold on, cause. Fuck! I'm trying to remember. Damn it! I was about to cook so hard.
Hillary McGee.
I was about to make stir fry, bro. I was about to make
Bro,
a Big
stir
Mac.
it up. Cook it up.
I'm trying to remember. Damn it! Cause
What happened?
Lex brought up a really good point. I was like, I'm about to cook so hard.
About people being hypocrites or people being on the left side, right side, but parasocial relationships. That's kind of a summary.
Performative.
Well, the main thing that I want to talk about when it comes to performative is I hate how people act like one day they're for this, but then the next day they're switching up. And also, why is it? Oh. I'm gonna cook. Anti-intellectualism is on the rise.
You like to say shit just to get a reaction.
Very, very, very staunchly, and
because
it's
you know my
frightening.
Because you know personally, I'm gonna go so far. I'm gonna make everybody's parents cry. But anyways,
Haley, they can hear you. I hope you know that.
oh, sorry, y'all. My fault. I would drop my cash app, but my cash app.
God.
If anyone sends me any more money, I might get banned.
Anyways, anti-intellectualism is very much on the rise, and the main thing that I would want to point attention to is how much we have streamers that are like Aiden Ross, and we have streamers that are like XQC, we have streamers that are like what's another one? Fucking nah. You know what? I'm gonna just throw him in there. Tyler Bluntman. You got people like that.
Oh, I'm tired of him.
Yes. No,
Piece of
because I
shit.
bumped into him the other day and I made over 1,000 coins off of that hoe. Okay? Fuck is you talking about, bitch? Fuck is you talking about? Ho?
He's still
Oh, pussy
on
hoe.
TikTok live. Like
He
been on
goes
TikTok
by
for
Dark
5 years.
Enzo now.
What?
Yeah, he goes by Dark Enzo now, and he was talking about, oh, do you think that all black people think the same? So then I asked him, so you think that all black people are a monolith?
He don't even consider
And
himself black.
He got so mad by me asking him that one question. He was like, what do you mean by that? You're not even answering my question. You're just beating around the bush. But the thing is like, that's a pure example of anti-intellectualism, right? You don't even know what a monolith is. You don't have an expanded vocabulary. You don't know what certain words mean. Yet you're using words as if you know what they mean. That's the problem I have.
Well, Scoop, honestly, I stopped debating him as soon as he tried to justify incest being legal, as well as what's the word when they mess with like corpse?
He literally believes in necrophilia. I know.
Yeah.
I know. It's so weird. Because if he were to ever try and justify that, he would genuinely have a seizure. Because he would have a seizure if he were to deal with me. Because I would literally have him on his fucking knees. I swear to God. Because he would try and clip me. He would clip me at any given point in time because he was able to do it one time and then he posted it or whatever type of stuff. And he got a lot of like funding from that or whatever. But he tried to do it again with the monolith thing. But that's exactly what I'm talking about. You're trying to excuse heinous shit. You're trying to excuse that.
Can I just
Go ahead.
Sorry, there's someone in the comments who's like really mad. DG98 is tweaking because I said that men who financially make less than me, or don't make the same amount of me, yeah, you're beneath me. Yeah, you are. You are.
I mean, like, you kind of
fucking are.
are.
The
It's called
system
dating in
is
your
set
education
up-
bracket.
The system is set up to benefit you. The system is set up to benefit you. The system, if I was born in the 70s, I wouldn't be able to even have my own fucking bank account, bitch. Like,
Bitch, if we were born in the 70s, don't let you catch me reading a book
like
in a white
men
establishment. Shoo.
Men who make
I thought it was like the
less than me-
60s thing.
Men who make less than me are like, you are financially beneath me, and I'm not going to take you on as charity. I'm never going to date you. You're not entitled. This just comes from male entitlement. You're not entitled to being with somebody. You're not entitled to a relationship. I hate to say it, but you're not. You're not entitled to that. You're not entitled to a woman or her time. So if you want to, have people be attracted to you, and perhaps you make no money because you work at fucking McDonald's, I'm so sorry. I'm not going to be the one to take on that charity. Someone else might. It's not going to be me. Hell no.
I feel like it's nothing wrong with having a standard for yourself. Like, at the end of the day, like, if you're making a certain amount of money and you want to date somebody that's making a certain amount of money as well, and they aren't making more than you, and that's not for you, then I don't see anything wrong with making that comment. Only people that get offended by that is people that's broke.
Literally. Bro, it's also
how are you getting offended?
It's also like, you could have like a ton of money and have financial illiteracy, and I still would think you're beneath me because I'm financially literate.
Yeah.
That part.
I mean, I feel like, we're young though too. Also, that's a factor. So, yeah. I mean, how old are you, Mac? If you don't mind me asking.
I'm 23.
Oh, okay.
But hold on,
guys. I'm
Lex.
Just kidding.
Don't even, because our brain develops so much faster than men. Number one. Number two.
Mm-hmm.
Look at where we are in our 20s. Mac is damn near living alone. You probably are next, and so am I.
No, I'm in my own apartment right now.
You see what I mean? The amount of financial independence that we have in our 20s is crazy. And the amount of people who are getting educations and are women and are black, are women in general, insane. And I feel like a lot of men are not able to handle this because a lot of young women are getting educations and are getting degrees, right?
Yep. That part.
And they can't control them anymore.
That part.
The second that the control just goes out the window, men lose their shit.
No, that part. And because, like, here's the thing. If I, as somebody who, like, don't get me wrong, I definitely, like, as I started to grow up, my parents started to make more money and they could definitely, like, help me out more. But right now, I have been living on my own since I think like 2023. I've been living on my own. I went to Florida and lived on my own there. I did that all by myself. I got an internship with a prestigious company by myself. I did it twice. I've been living on my own ever since. The place that I live in now, my dorm, paid for by a job that I worked my ass off to get, and I'm still working my ass off to like have this amazing place that I get to live in for free because I work for this job. I pay for my own shit. My car paid off this month. I work for my own shit. Like, yeah, I'm not going to take on a charity case who does not. School, I pay for my school entirely by myself. My parents don't help me at all. I don't get a single cent from them. I pay for it entirely by myself. First gen student doing that, by the way. So, like, and I don't get FAFSA. So,
Congrats, Mac.
You see what I mean?
Congrats.
Can I just say, I hate FAFSA so much. Hey, sisters coming in. I hate FAFSA
don't
so
even
much.
tell me about FAFSA.
I hate FAFSA so much because my roommate also, she came from a really, really, really tough situation. I won't go into it, but like it was really bad. And she got the least amount of money, mind you, single parent household kind of thing. And like, it like her situation's just not good. And the way how she got screwed over by FAFSA, like
That's
I
so
got more.
sad.
Okay, I came from a 2-parent household and I still got more money than her.
What?
Clock it. Okay.
So
Next.
wait a minute. Okay, so did she apply as if she had like under her parents, or did she apply?
No, I applied under my parent, and then she applied under as an independent, and then on top of that, my mom, like, just respectfully makes significantly more than her mother. And I still got way more money than she did. So I'm like, at this point, what are we doing in the government? It's like, are we like,
Like, how are we
giving
engaging?
are we giving shortcuts? Are we like allowing certain people to get certain kind of benefits? Because if that's the case, then we need to like we need to like reveal those things and like make it known, because that shouldn't be like closed knowledge to the public and to society. Because if that's the case, if one person was allowed to get to the top, everybody else should have that opportunity to find a way to get to the top, rather than trying to hide those resources, because that's not fair. But
this is why education should be free.
But shoot, what do I know? I'm only a sophomore in college. I just got here. Shit.
I mean, I haven't went to college. I applied for this tech school for like a trade school a couple of months ago. I started it and I got finessed, y'all. I was trying to get into IT and I got finessed. They use FAFSA with it as well. And they played in my face about the program. I told them I have ADHD. I told them I needed more, like, would this be somebody good for somebody that works full time and has ADHD? The advisor was talking to me, talking about some, yeah, it would be perfect. I have ADHD as well. And we totally, we're hands on. We help you. You'll have enough time. Child, they wanted me to do a certification that's supposed to take 3 to 6 months to study for, and finish that and complete that in 1 month. And they they're trying to force us and pressure us to take the test for the cert within that same month. And for 5 weeks of a teacher literally only being with us two days out of the month. 2 days out of the week. And then on top of that, the teacher not even teaching us about the certification and talking about all this other shit that has nothing to do with the course the whole time. Like, I literally got finessed. So I left, and now I have to pay them non-refundable fees for whatever, and they use a portion of my FAFSA, which they supposedly will be refunding to me, but it's just a whole bunch of crap. And I'm just like, bro, I was like, can I leave and transfer to a community college with this information? They're talking about no, you can't do that. You can't transfer to a community college with that. And I'm like, bro, what? Like, what do you mean?
Not to cut you off at all. One thing I will say is something that I see a lot is the transfer from like 4-year or 2-year to community college or back and forth. Like, for example, if you're doing a winter course, because I've done that before, I have friends and family members who have done that. They make it so hard. They make it so hard. Literally, I don't know why, but when it comes to education and healthcare, they just make it so hard. Things that are a literal natural right, I don't think that it should be like against my own right to have the natural rights that I should have as a human being living. Because if cavemen had these rights, why should I not be able to have these rights?
Like, we consider ourselves to be a self-determinist nation.
No, because if Lucy the Homo sapien could have these rights, why can't I have these rights? She could climb up a damn tree, but I can't do. I can't even wear. I can't even wear my strap down my shoulder. Oh, okay, but let's talk about that. But we ain't ready for that conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like, these people ain't ready for that kind of conversation. But
yeah, this is like a trade school though. That's the thing. It was a trade school, and they promoted it as if it would be like a way for you to get a better career in tech. And I work in healthcare. I do like more of the, I guess you could say, office work remotely for healthcare. So I was just like, I had like a temp job for like 6 months where I did a little bit of entry level to IT. And I was like, oh, like tech would be good for me. Like, I like this. This is a cool little job. It was healthcare and tech. Like, I went to go through all these hospitals and did programming, little software shit. And I didn't have that experience at all. And I liked it. So I was like, oh, I found this program for tech where you can get all these certifications and they use FAFSA. So I don't have to pay all this amount of money out of my bank account for this. They finessed. It's a trade school that finessed. And I'm pissed.
Right. So what I'm worried about now is that they're turning trade schools into like a trap to like pull more money out of people. I really worry that that's what they're trying to do, because for the longest time, trade school has been such an amazing way to make money. But if you're losing more than you're actually gaining, then what's the point of it all? And that's what a lot of these programs are turning into, whether it's nursing, graduate, and engineering, like law, like all of these programs. It's like it's taking more money out of us. And it only shows that you have to be in a financial surplus rather than a financial plateau or financial deficit to actually survive in what's going on. Because I heard this when I was in Atlanta, when I was attending Spelman. I heard this myself, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just keep this at the back of my head. This is more than like anything like a race war. I feel like it's more of like a social
Class war.
a social class war. Social class and who has what they have rather than its race, because they will clock anybody on the street now if you look some kind of way. Like, let's keep it real. If you look some kind of way, they're pulling you over and they want to ask where you're coming from.
Right.
Like, because out of my whole 20 years, I should never have to worry about me having my passport on me. I've never had to hold my passport on me ever in my whole 20 years of living. So, that's why I'm like, everything.
Afraid to fly.
And like, clock it, because economics really does, like, economics really has to be everything, because at the end of the day, it's all about the money that's going into the next person's pocket. Because if they really didn't care about the money, then all these things wouldn't be going on. Because let's keep in mind, who was right next to Donald Trump? Elon Musk. Clock it. Who was right next to Donald Trump? J.D. Vance. What's his net worth? Oh, okay, clock it. What's Donald Trump's net worth? Oh, okay, clock it. All these people next to him, they all have so much
the
money.
creator of OpenAI, the creator of Google.
It's not about politics. It's money.
It's about
money. I don't know how y'all call this on live, but money, the 3 letters, and power. That's it. Y'all, I'm about to watch baddies. Everyone clock it per y'all tea. Meow.
No,
Thank
Keep the
really.
nails. Keep the nails.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, she took
I don't
the
know,
words out
like-
of my mouth.
Last
Yeah,
night,
okay, God forbid a girl likes money. God forbid, like, money is a woman's freedom. I hate to break it to you. Money is a woman's freedom. I hate to say that. I don't like capitalism as much as the next person. But again, like, to sit here and act like women should not be pursuing money. I don't want to be a millionaire. I don't want to be a billionaire. I just want to live a comfortable life and not have to worry about money. And I don't ever want to financially rely on a man. And for you to like sit up here and be like, oh, you're supporting capitalism, you're supporting this, you're supporting that. Yeah, because I wouldn't have any sort of financial freedom without money, you dumb fuck.
yeah, like people are failing to realize that like everything ain't nothing free in this world. Nothing is free. You gotta get it. And somehow you gotta grind and get your way somehow. Like, and it wasn't easy for me either. Like, I came from a 2-parent household as well until my father passed. And then from there, it was just me and my mom. And I worked my ass off since I was 16. I had a job, wanted to make money. And even though I don't have any college education, like, I still decided to do my research, read on things, find ways to make money, like, do social media, do whatever. And now I'm in my own apartment. I have my own car, which is almost paid off as well. And like, I'm just doing my own thing, like, it's still hard though. Trust me, it's still hard. I'm looking for a better job now, but like, you still have to understand that, like, I don't see anything wrong with the woman saying, hey, like, I want somebody that's doing more financially or on the same level as me or more. I don't see nothing wrong with that. What's the problem with that? Why are people mad about that?
No, literally, because I'm not gonna, like, men already expect us to do so much, like, housework for them. They already expect us to do so much domestic labor for them. They expect us to be able to fuck whenever they want to. They expect all of this out of us. They expect us to look perfect all of the time. So, no, I'm not gonna add on to my plate by also financially taking care of you. I'm not your fucking mommy.
Are you single right now or dating?
The only person I call mommy is my friend.
Right now, I'm like not officially with somebody, but I've been hanging out with someone for a couple months that I've dated before, but it didn't work out. But we're hanging out right now, and it's going good now because we're both medicated now, so it's better. But yeah.
Oh, I seen your video about, I think it was about something when it came to like it was something that you recently posted. It went viral or something like that. That was a good video.
Okay, I need to say something. Gas station.
Scoop, it says your pause on teacup.
I know. It's because I had to change my my thingy, my timing, because I care about my eyes, so I put a time screen limit on my thing. But
Oh.
anyways, yeah. But my camera's on if y'all can't see me. But in any case, right? Gas station pick pills decided to ask we get mad because what do you mean you want a guy who's making more than you? And let me put it like this, right? Because I see that you're up here on the panel and I want to respectfully put it in this perspective, okay? Right? So boom. I'm a biochem major. Biochem entry level, you're looking at around at least 99K starting entry level to around 100
Oh, he's up here
something
now.
plus. On 100 something plus. Let's just say 110, 120. Okay? If I am going to be living within a certain tax bracket, okay? I'm going to want somebody who can match that because that's some serious money. That's salary. That's annual. And it goes up every year.
Yep.
Okay? I'm going to need for you to get your shit together, get a degree, and match me or get out.
Yep.
That's the
Yeah.
energy. And you better be able to match it because I'm not going to be dragging a person to the top. You listen.
These have a business
And hold
going
on. I
or
don't want no
something.
struggle love. I don't want it. I don't want no struggle love.
I get that, but the
No.
reason why
It's not no but. It's not no but. It is not no but. You need to understand this. You need to understand this. Okay? I pay my bills.
Yep.
I put food on the table. I am the damn tree that was chopped down to make the damn table. And you either gonna get with it or get gone. And if you can't, that's fine. This seat's not for you anyways. You weren't on the menu. It's all right.
Literally.
Like,
I kind of want to
because I need you to understand. If you can't fill that role, somebody else can. Okay? You're not the only one. And I need for a lot of men to understand that they're not the only nigga. You're not that nigga. You're not my nigga. You're not mine. I don't
can I
blame
respond
you.
now or what?
Yeah, what you gotta say, Gas?
Yeah, what do you want to
so-
say?
That's all I gotta say. I'm about to go make my
So
ribs,
the
but
reason
go
why
ahead.
I said that because the host, she said if a guy makes less than him, they're beneath you, right?
Yeah,
So
they are.
if a guy makes more than you, wouldn't you be beneath them?
No, because I'm a woman.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I can do things that men cannot do. So yeah, I'm still above.
Okay.
Yeah, men who, yeah, so here's the thing. Men who have no drive, they have no goals, they have no ambitions, they sit in their fucking basement playing video games all day, they work at a minimum wage job, hate to say it, you're beneath me. Hate to say it. Actually, I love to say it. I love to call it out because you're putting in no effort into your relationship. You come home, kick your feet up after a long day of work. You expect somebody to care for you and be there for you and wait on you and do your dishes and clean your nasty, dirty underwear with skid marks in it. But you like
Skid marks.
make the same amount of money as me? Fuck no. Absolutely not.
Can I ask you this, Mac? Would you say that your position that you made, they could say that that's aligning towards traditional gender roles?
I would say that I would say I mean, maybe, but I also like plan on making all of my own money. I plan on never having a joint account with the person that if I marry, I don't even know if I'm going to get married at this point, but if I get married, I don't plan on having a joint account with them. I plan on having all of my own separate like finances. I plan on providing for myself still, and I plan on never being financially dependent on a man. I think trad wives are more, and traditional households are more so like the man provides. Whereas I want it to be a fully equal partnership where we both contribute the same amount of money,
Okay.
at least to the pot, and then we're contributing the same amount like of house chores and duties and things like that.
So like 50-50?
Yeah, 50-50.
50-50, but like he got to make more money.
No, he can make the same amount. He doesn't have to make more. He can make the same amount. I just don't want somebody who makes less than me. Like, and of course, like if it's like 5K less than me, like that's not what I'm talking
you know, that doesn't bother you. But if he's like making like half of the amount that you're making, like
Yeah.
that's just like
Yeah.
okay. I see what you're saying, and I don't disagree with that. I the only reason why I brought that point up is because I know that people like JJ right now could say that could be teetering towards traditional in a way when it came to the fact that he has to make more money. Or like the way you originally positioned it is kind of where I would say that. But I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm just saying like, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I know that like, anytime men hear that like they can't like slack, they kind of freak out. But yeah, like for me, like, yeah, it's gonna be like I want somebody who has equal ambition, equal drive, equal, like they have goals in their life that they want to achieve. They don't just want to sit on their video games all day long. They want to achieve more in their career. They want to be like goal driven, and they make, relatively the same amount of money as me. That's who I want to be with.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
Gas station, why do you feel like it's a problem with what she said? Like, what exactly do you
Well,
feel
now
like?
she's changing it. She's saying relatively the same, but before she said a guy who's making the same.
Yeah, by
more.
less than, I'm talking like if you're making more than $15,000 less than me, you're off the table. I don't know how to say it.
I
Like,
understand that.
Nah, a real woman will pay these bills.
a real man would figure it out.
Nah. No. I'm an alpha male. You ladies are beta women. You're beta women.
Sure, JJ.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, let me bring Scoop back. Yeah, but like,
terrible
no,
troll.
like, yeah, gas station. I see you in my comments all the time, and you're always like yapping about something. But yeah, like it really just
You never
is,
got
like,
to ask me his question.
Oh yeah, ask the question.
Who, me?
Yeah,
JJ.
you said that you had a problem with what I said because I said that you need to be dating within your education bracket and also your tax bracket, and also I need to be with somebody that's actually making the same or more than me. So you had a problem with that. So I'd like to know, what is your question? What is your
I already asked the host.
rebuttal
She
to
already
that?
answered it.
I didn't answer it though. I'm
Okay, well, I
asking
was
you.
saying, because the host said if someone makes less than them, that they're beneath her. And so I said, if a guy makes more than you, wouldn't you be beneath the guy? So why would he then want to be with a girl
Either
who's
the
making less
same
than him?
or more than me. You don't think that more money is a plus?
You know,
Yeah, it's a
somebody.
plus, but if he's out of your tax
Oh, okay.
bracket,
So if it is a plus, then why are you looking at the negative?
Do you date women based off of how much money they're making? Gas
Oh,
station?
thank you.
No.
no.
Okay, so you don't date women based off of how much money they're making. What do you
No.
date them based off of?
If I like them,
If you like them. Okay, so if that woman then says, "Hey, I like to date somebody that's making more money than me," and you think that you don't even date based off of how much money she's making, why does it matter? Like, why does it matter? I had a dude that's told me, I think it was JJ that brought this up, that men don't even date based off of the financial aspect anyway.
oh, okay. So you don't think usually people who are rich marry other rich people?
No. You know how many rich dudes go for that damsel in distress and like to, have you not seen sugar baby culture?
Hold on.
Like, bro, what?
On a
Have you
serious point
not
though.
seen sugar baby culture? How many girls making like maybe not even much of anything, and then they get with rich dude and he elevates her whole lifestyle? Like, what?
But on a serious note though, like I
Shut
do
up,
think
Esther.
that rich people marry rich people, but I think it's more of a proximity
Leave
thing.
us sugar babies alone.
I think it's
Being a sugar baby.
a proximity thing opposed to an actual like an arousal thing. So no man saying, "Wow, she makes as much money as me. My dick is hard." Like nobody's saying that, right? He's more so saying, "Well, wait a minute. If she has money and I have money, maybe it's less likely that she's only with me for the money and the money alone, right? Maybe there's
Why
like
wouldn't you see yourself as something more than a dollar sign? Is my question.
no. I'm just speaking I'm just saying, right? So
But
when
don't speak for all people, right? In this situation, you're technically speaking for yourself, and I'm also speaking for myself and what I want. So don't compare yourself and group yourself with the general consensus. Set yourself apart and state what it is that you want in a relationship. You know that you want somebody who is able to have strong financial background, to also have media literacy, and also you want them to understand the value of money. So if that is the case, you also want somebody who is going to either make the same as you or make more than you, because if they have a high understanding of financial literacy, they know how to stack that paper. So my question is, why do you have a problem with a person who knows how to stack paper if they are the opposite gender as you?
Wait, hold on, because I'm not even disagreeing with like what y'all are saying up here. Like, I
JJ,
wanted to
I'm
say
not talking to
something
you.
to. Oh, okay. I was confused. Okay, I thought like you went right after me, so I was like, wait, is she talking to me?
No, you're fine, JJ. I'm talking to gas station, because that's really the crux of the problem. Because a person who has a high financial literacy is going to know how to stack that paper and know how to get it too. They know how to get that bag. So my question is, why do you have a problem with a woman getting a bigger bag than you?
I don't. What do you mean?
Okay, so then why did you come up here asking why it is the way it is for Mac to want a person who makes more than them? Why did you come up here and ask the question as to why Mac should want that? Is my question. What made you come up here and ask that question? What made you so curious?
Trying to see if her logic, was adding up.
Wanted to see
And
whether
she
or not their
said it's
logic would
because
be
she's a woman.
consistent.
So, gas station, I don't know how to tell you this, but like men aren't entitled to a relationship. You're not born on this earth entitled to somebody else's time or body or any of what they have to offer. So if that means like, I hate to say it, but men are not progressing. Men are going to school less than women. Men are getting lower grades than women. Men are not pursuing higher education. They're not pursuing graduate level degrees as much as women are. Like, women are pursuing these things. Women are bettering our lives. We're doing it a lot quicker than men. We are evolving a lot faster. So those men who are not making that same amount of money, who are not going to school, who devalue education, those men are not entitled to be with somebody. Those men are not entitled to be with somebody. And so, like, people act like you have this entitlement to a relationship. No, you don't.
Like, my thing is like, what makes you so ready to be in a relationship? Like, what do you think you bring to the table? What, like, if I were to be on a date with you, let's say this is our first day, okay? What do you bring to the table? Gas station dick pills? Do you actually have a real name? That's my first question. No
Yeah.
offense, but my thing is that if you're gonna be on a date, is that really your first name? Like,
So
at
what are you
least my name
asking
is
me?
Scoop the Scientist.
Why
At the
is
end of
that
the
the
day.
username?
Because of
What are we talking about,
rhino
bro?
taste.
But
Yeah, it's a pause. Why is that your username?
Because, like,
Like,
who's
do
expected
you
to take
like gas
on,
station dick pills?
like,
Like, is that your thing?
I do.
really, like,
Oh,
what women do you think should be expected to take on these lonely, poor men? Who, because, like, again,
Other lonely poor
right.
woman.
you said other poor women?
Yeah.
Yeah, other poor women who can barely keep themselves afloat, right? They don't want to add on, like, a good example of this would be the resilient Jenkins, Drew, the deadbeat, who's,
They
who is
both
the
stupid.
deadbeat
I'm
lover.
sorry. They both stupid.
Oh, I know. But like that's an example of dead weight. That's an example of a man who is poor, who is dead weight. Like, yeah, Stephanie is poor as well. Don't get me wrong. She makes money from TikTok, but she is at least putting in the effort to attempt to provide for her children more than, and
She's
if
stupid.
she left Drew, her life would be a lot better. However, Drew is an example of this dead weight poor man, and you have Stephanie over here busting ass to take care of the children. You have Stephanie over here busting ass on TikTok, making controversial TikToks, doing what she needs to do. She's the only one bringing income into the fucking family of like however many people. She's the one who's actually putting food on the table. Like, no poor woman should be expected to take on the burden of a poor man, because a poor man will always do less than a poor woman in that relationship, because those gender dynamics still exist. That woman's still going to be taking care of the children primarily. That woman is still going to be taking care of the housework, all on top of her fucking 50-hour work week at fucking McDonald's.
I blame her just as much as I blame him. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie. She decided to lay down with that man and have multiple children by him, and I blame her just as much as I blame him. I'm not gonna lie.
I
She's
don't
rich
have
and dumb.
empathy for Stephanie. I don't have empathy for Stephanie, but she is the only one providing food on the table. So I'm just like using her as an example to show you like the dynamics between rich and poor men. Like, poor men are not entitled to poor women. They're just not at
Well,
the end of the day.
yeah, I definitely understand, Mac. I just want to give just a little bit of pushback on her, just because of the fact that I feel like
she's not.
with her, like I blame, and that's, there are people that have that same archetype as her, but are not on social media.
Right.
At the end of the day, if you laying down with a broke man and you keep having multiple babies by the same broke man, whose fault is it for real? You gotta, whose fault is it for real? If you keep having babies by the same broke man and you keep popping out multiple babies, and then them babies don't have nowhere to lay their head at, and he's spending his money on a gaming computer or whatever the fuck else, and you keep laying with him, at this point, it's kind of on you. Like, you got to pick and choose who you want to sleep with. And if you decide to not get on the birth control or whatever and keep popping out his babies, it's on you, girl. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, Stephanie is definitely not, like, she's not making the best choices in her life at all. But, like, as for, like, poor women, again, they would be putting in more to a relationship with a poor man than the poor man would. The poor man's gonna sit on his fucking video games while she's birthing his fucking trailer trash children. Like, that's just the reality of it. And taking care of those children in her like only free time that she has when she's not working 40 plus hour work weeks at the local grocery store. So
I got another hot take.
Just need to, like, I'm sorry, but like, poor men, you guys need to get it together. Like, I don't know why you guys are expecting women to take on your, like, the burden of taking care of you.
Another hot take: broke men shouldn't date.
Yeah, that part, literally.
Guys,
literally.
No.
So number
Shouldn't be
one,
dating.
this is sounding a little eugenics. Look, I'm not even disagreeing. I'm just
No,
saying.
it's not eugenics to say. It's not eugenics
all
to
right.
say. No, it's not eugenics, and like that's where I was gonna go with this. It's not eugenics to say that you're not entitled to another person, and it's not eugenics to say that if you are not financially stable enough to take care of yourself, you should not be dating.
But most people, well, if you, especially with Trump in office, right, recently, right, the shit's skyrocketed, the prices. I think gas should be going down because of the whole Venezuela thing, but that's
No, it's not. No, it's not.
God damn it! All right,
No. Let me explain from a macro. Let me explain from a macro perspective why it's not. Because the demand is going to continue increasing, the supply is also not going to increase. Because I think you need to understand how this oil even gets to us. We have to go through multiple different sects before we can even get to the US. And then on top of that, right, we still have different types of manufacturers in which have to purify the oil. And then we still have refineries on top of that. So for us to even get said oil, to be able to use it for gasoline, propane, butane, to be able to use it for diesel, you really have to consider, one, your source. Consider the source. Where are we getting this fucking oil from that you're claiming? Venezuela. You really think we're going to get it from Venezuela that easily? You're fucking crazy.
Yeah. I see what you're saying. More doesn't necessarily mean better.
Exactly. That's why I'm like, you gotta really think about the situation and the context. Because just because we have said quote unquote surplus of oil, theoretically, right? We could theoretically say like, well, yeah, we kind of have like a lot of oil because technically we did technically take the president of Venezuela.
Yes.
Yeah, he stole their
and we did technically tap into their oil reserves, but we can't use it.
But yeah,
I was on Trump's booty last night, y'all. I was on his booty.
I will say though,
and them orange cheeks.
I don't disagree at all with the dating stuff at all. To be honest, the red pill side of the internet literally talks about that.
You not red pill, JJ?
It has the same exact talking points. It's just odd to hear it from this side of. It's just odd. It's I don't know.
My question, JJ,
shouldn't be dating. That's period. I think that broke men shouldn't be dating because then you end up getting you get a homosexual that wants to just smash you and then lay up in your bed and not pay no bills and not do nothing and not go to work, and you get a homosexual. Don't nobody want a homosexual.
Like JJ, I really have the question of asking you, right? I really have the question of asking you, like, do you really think that red pill guys are going to look at the statistics of what it means to be financially stable? Because if you look at this current economy, we're technically in a K-tip economy. Do you know what a K-tip economy is?
It doesn't sound good.
Yeah,
That doesn't sound
K-shaped
good.
or K-tipped economy technically means that you have people who are literally living above the means of what it means to survive, and then below the means of what it means to survive, or just barely scraping by. And we're reaching that tipping point where people are either going to go straight up. Well, actually, no, we're kind of past that. We're having people go straight up, in which are literally the one percenters and everybody else who's above there, and then everybody else. And the craziest bit is that only the 20% or less than that controls 80% of the wealth in this country. So, right, really makes you think, where's the spending power? Spending power is with the consumers, but the consumers don't know that because the the government doesn't want them to know that, because the last time that they literally caused an economic blackout was with Target. Yeah, look at Target.
Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of issues. Nah, but what I was saying before about the whole dating stuff, if someone's gonna say like, um if someone's gonna bring up the fact that people need to get on their shit when it comes to finances, then you'd also have to equally bring up the fact why it's so hard. So like even women doing better than men in like education and everything like that, even
You better
those
go do
women
some
are
DoorDash.
okay. Well, no. Let's you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? So I was actually gonna start DoorDash like I thought on Thursday, right? So
Instacart.
apparently some shit just got leaked. Guess what? On DoorDash they're like, oh, you can get the DoorDash premium. Da, da, da. Turns out it's all bullshit. What they do is that they'll put the premium, right? And then to make the premium like seem more enticing, they'll slow down other orders on purpose to make it they're not getting like you're not actually getting premium stuff. They're just slowing down your order to make it seem like, oh yeah, oh okay, I should pay for this, because it's a complete scam right now. I feel like DoorDash might get sued for that shit. I'm not gonna lie, but it just got leaked. So I'm like,
I
bro,
have
what the
I
fuck?
need to get. I somehow signed up for the free trial for the Dash Pass. I need to turn it off. It's no point in me having it.
Yes, turn it off. It's a
I need to
scam. It's
turn it
literally a
off.
scam.
But yeah, so anyways, like what I was gonna say was like as for the dating stuff, like again, yeah, you should be financially able to support yourself before you start dating somebody, because dating is financial. There is finances involved in dating, and there's gonna be expenses that come up for both parties, both men and women. And so if you cannot financially support yourself, you cannot financially take on the debts of another person. And it's just it's an expense to be in a relationship. And yeah, like I mean, as for like just as for like people in the comments were talking about like capitalism this, capitalism that. I'm not pro capitalism, but I'm also not like pro sitting around moping about the fact that we don't live in a better society. Like, yeah, I understand that like capitalism sucks. Absolutely agree. There's no reason why we shouldn't have free education, free higher education. There's no reason why we shouldn't have free healthcare. There's no reason why people should be struggling right now to put food on the table. There's absolutely zero reason for any of that. And I wish that all of that could go away, but I'm also not just going to sit there and mope about it and be like, well, I shouldn't contribute whatsoever because I hate capitalism. Like, no, I can't do that. I'm not going to make my life miserable because like the system is miserable. Like, I'm not going to do that.
Mama culture as well. You ladies, and shout out to all the women, stop promoting baby mama culture. Don't be his baby mama. Be his wife before you have a kid by him. If he can't commit to you marriage wise, what makes you think he'll commit to you for 18 plus years of a child that's connected to y'all forever? And no offense to the baby mamas. If you're a baby mama, there's nothing wrong with that. But what we should not promote is people being baby mamas. And I'm tired of seeing it. Just because you see your favorite rapper and his baby mama all up in the BMW and on the scat pack and all that, that don't mean that you'll be like that. You're gonna be stuck with a baby and having to pay the bills and take care of him and the babies. Don't do it. Please don't do it.
Someone was saying something about education and like women having the upper hand. What were you talking about? Because men definitely have the upper hand. And it's not like also conservative men have started to devalue education because women have started to enter the higher ed field a lot more than what we could before. And because of this, it's called male flight. And so all of the men are like, oh, education's actually stupid. It's just liberal indoctrination. And so they're all like not going.
So I was kind of piggybacking off of what you said about the women evolving. So basically, like for every 1 million men in college, it's like I guess like 2 million women or some shit. Like there's more women in college and getting degrees in general. So that means that they'd be higher, like in that aspect of things. And even the women, like they're starting to make more and more money. I don't know if they're outperforming men as a whole. I don't know, but I know they're making more money as of like compared to 20 years ago. What I was saying was that even though they're making more money, the thing is that even that's still only the minority of women. The majority of women are still living paycheck to paycheck and poor, along with the majority of men that are also living paycheck to paycheck. And I'm saying that's because of the inflation and shit like that. That's what I was saying.
Well, yeah, like
No, but I was saying like as far as dating, so if we say, oh, people shouldn't date until they can take care of themselves, or men should basically, and this is kind of why I was saying in the comments, I was bringing up the classism shit, because it's like, even though I agree, it does come off as a bit like, like, oh, this should only be reserved for the higher percentage of people. It's like, because it sounds like what you're saying is, educated people or people that are on their shit should get the benefits, of course, but that is still the small minority of society. That's all I was really saying. I'm not even disagreeing. I'm just saying it sounds a little, constrained. I don't know. Though. I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know.
like yeah, I agree that like that could be considered a classist take, but I also think that like I think your priority should be yourself. I don't think it's like wrong to be selfish, and if you're in a situation where you know that you cannot afford to be in a relationship, because again, being in a relationship is expensive. Like there are expenses that go along with that. Even just like, being on birth control or using condoms, that's an expense that you have to think about. Having a kid potentially because you're not doing those things, that's another expense that you have to think
No
about.
baby mamas. Sorry.
Right. And so like all of these, like there's just a lot of expenses that goes into being in a relationship. And so I mean, if you want to be in a relationship where you don't go on dates and you don't do things like that because you both financially can afford it, like that's fine. I don't feel like that's most people. I feel like most people are in relationships that they can't afford. And I think that like you should be okay with prioritizing yourself until you can get back on your feet. And I just think that we need to stop pushing this idea that people have to get married or be in a relationship all the time 24/7. I think that that's also part of the problem, is that people think that they're entitled to a relationship when they're not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, and speaking of baby Lux, leave that pro-marriage patriarchal talk at the door. We are not like me and my 7 baby mothers.
Not just
Hold on.
necessarily like just pro marriage, because I think that marriage, obviously doesn't like equal automatic like prosperous, wonderful relationship. But I'm saying that
I know.
my perspective is that if he can't commit to you in front of your family and his family with a ring and a actual like commitment to you, what makes you think he can commit to you without that?
Yeah, of
And
course.
for 18 plus years, we're connected and stuck with some dude with a baby, and then you have that responsibility for yourself. And I think the problem is that I'm seeing more and more again with our generation that is being pushed online and social media, the glamorous lifestyle of baby mama, like rap baby mamas and like even like actresses, baby mamas, all of that's being
Very true. Very true.
and push that we should have women have babies by these dudes that have multiple different women, multiple different kids by different women, and that's being pushed because they think, oh, he's a rich dude, he can just pay for it, he'll take care of you, you're set for life. Then you're stuck with the emotional responsibility. You're still stuck with some type of responsibility to care for that child, even if he's able to financially take care of it and y'all are no longer together. I just feel like we should be pushing for more women to have a man that's going to want to commit to them for a lifetime, and then okay, yeah, y'all have a kid. And I'm not saying that per se that it has to be a traditional type of lifestyle. I just would hope, because the way I grew up, my parents were married for 20 years through sickness and health.
Mhm.
Like my dad, my mom was alongside of my dad when he was sick and he was, passing along. But he made sure to have us, set up once he passed, and he got sick, and it was unexpected. But the thing is that they even waited. They got together when he was 20, when they were 24, 25, and they waited years to have me. You know, they still enjoyed their marriage portion, and then they said, okay, yeah, let's have kids. We see time and time again, it's people that's young, that's or even older, that's having kids, and they don't even know how to take care of themselves. Like, we see all these people like unaliving their kids and doing all this crazy shit that we be seeing, because some people just don't need to have them. They just don't need kids. Like, some of y'all don't even know how to take care of y'all own self. Why are you having a kid? Like, then the kid has to go through and be our future generation where they're fucked up in the head, and then everybody's just like, oh, this generation is messed up. These kids are messed up. There's something wrong with them. No, it's about where it starts at, the parenting portion of it in itself. Like, I don't know. Sorry about my rant, y'all, but that's how
No,
I feel.
so I definitely agree with a lot of what you said, Lux. I think that I think the problem kind of is obviously like we're in an era of like post Roe v. Wade, so now like people don't have access to healthcare, and so it's unfortunate because like I don't want to tell people like don't have sex. I don't want to like again, I don't want to I'm not telling people that they can like I'm not telling people that they cannot be in a relationship. I'm just saying like for me, I don't know, like that's just what makes sense. Don't be in a relationship whenever you're not financially able to be dealing with that. It's just like if you're having a mental health crisis. If you're having a mental health crisis, don't be in a relationship. I'm sorry, but like and kind of a hot take, your mental health can be a burden on other people. I hate to say it. My mental health has been a burden on other people. I've had people dump their shit onto me too. It can be a burden to other people. So like I hate to say it because I don't want to push the idea that like mental health is a burden, but like it can be. And so like you wouldn't expect somebody who's having a mental health crisis to like, you know, like other people to put up with that.
Yeah.
But then like we're expecting people to put up with broke people. Like that's just what I don't, you know what I mean? I just like, I think we should focus on fixing ourselves mentally, physically, financially before ever considering a relationship. Of course, I'm not gonna like make a law that says you can't do that, but you know what I mean? Like that's just, I think we should, as a society, kind of push for that. But yeah, I agree. Like, fuck capitalism. Everyone should be able to live like above their means, of course, but that's not the world that we live in. But yeah, I want to live in that world, but that's not where we live. You know what I mean? Like, it's nuanced.
And I wish that more like
You're a
more so
realist.
like in my community that it was pushed more for mental health to be like taken seriously. I have seen a shift that our community is talking about it more, like the Black community. I want to see it more, like especially for Black men. Like I want to see it more pushed for mental health to be like taken as seriously and be normalized, that therapy or whatever form of like self-care healing that you need should be pushed. I definitely want to see that. But yeah.
Lux, I will say there is one thing that Max said before that I fully agreed with, and I remember me and you actually disagreed on this, which I was surprised about. Right, the whole video games thing.
What about video games?
I actually, because remember we were talking about it, and you were like, "Oh yeah, my man can play video games." Da, da, da. And I'm fully against it. I think that if you're not where you want to be,
He's
especially
playing video games right now.
no, but no, and no digs at that's good, but no digs at any dudes that actually like. But for me personally, I actually hate them. No, I don't hate video games, but I hate the idea of playing them like, oh, I'm gonna go, oh, Modern Warfare, Fortnite.
Wait, do you watch sports?
Bitch, I play Minecraft and call it a day.
He
No,
go
I
to
don't
work.
watch. I don't watch
He
sports
pay
like
his
that.
bills. He take care of his shit. So
Then he can play. Look, he's earned the right to play video games. He can do that shit. Other guys can't though, and I don't like that when I hear even Red Bull dudes talk about it.
Dude that ain't doing taking care of his shit and then just sitting around playing video games. What?
Of course.
No.
But I'm just saying. I would say
I
like
agree with that. Like I agree with that. Like, so the guy that I'm like hanging out with right now, not official with, but I've dated him before. And before, part of the reason we did not work out was because, well, he was unmedicated. So that was part of the problem. But also because he was unmedicated and unable to like focus on what he needed to focus on, he was always on his video games and procrastinating everything else. And so obviously like that started to put a strain on our relationship. And so that's kind of like what led to a lot of our problems. And now he's not on video games nearly as much. Whenever I'm around him, he's on his video games for maybe a couple minutes whenever like I first get there to finish up his game. But then after that, like he's off of it. We hang out, we have a good time together. you know, whatever. And it makes for a better relationship. Like, your girlfriend doesn't want to watch you fucking play video games. Your girlfriend wants to fuck you or watch a movie with you. You know what I mean?
And maybe
Wait,
get
I like to
railed.
play video
And maybe
games.
get railed.
I like to play video games. So I feel like sometimes it depends. Like, I play video games, but I don't play them as much as I used to. And like, I feel like there's a balance too. Like, as long as you have a balance, then I don't see anything necessarily like inherently wrong with it. If you have a balance, like, he's not playing a video game every single day. Like, we're not playing video games every day. Like, there's like Sunday we're bored. We're like, okay, let's play some video games or something like that. But like every day, no. But if he's a gaming streamer and he making money on,
Yeah, that's
you
different.
know, you know what, it might work for you. You know, you making a couple money off that the gaming stream. Okay, do you go ahead.
Right. And then, oh my gosh, I want to give a take. So this is so everyone needs to open their ears and listen, because I don't want you guys to twist what I'm saying. I'm going to make it so very clear for you guys. It pisses me off when people are like, but what about this? But what about that? When I'm going to explain all of the nuances.
What about isms?
No, literally. If you are a woman who comes from a wealthy background, and you have the privilege to go to college, and you decide you don't want to do that because you want to be a stay-at-home trad wife, you are putting not only yourself but also your future children in danger.
Don't get me started on the trad wives, bro.
Get a career, get money in your bank account, and go to college, because you should have an income. Everyone needs an income. You gotta have some sort of a way to escape an abusive piece of.
That's how you get controlled, bro. Exactly.
That's how you get controlled, because as soon as they have the money, I was saying this, y'all need to get an education, y'all need to get your own bank account, y'all need to get your own money, y'all need to know how to stack that.
Girl, get a business.
You got
or
your
something.
own money, you can be self-sufficient. My mom literally told me, as long as you are self-sufficient, ain't nobody can have power over you.
I said the only way that I could be like in a realm of like a stay-at-home wife or something like that is if I had my own business that was making my own income.
Working from home,
like yeah, like that's the only way I could do that. Because like obviously, like if my husband's a millionaire and I got my money and I'm starting my business or whatever, I don't see nothing necessarily wrong with that. But like when it comes to like the idea of trad wife being like a thing, I brought this up to somebody in my Discord maybe a year ago. And I brought up the fact that like I feel like being pushed to be a trad wife can like make you become somebody that's being controlled by your partner because of the fact that you have no money, you have no finances. Especially if you move away from your family, he can easily control you, and you can be in a position where how are you going to leave? How are you going to get your kids out? And then he becomes abusive because he's financially handling everything. And I'm not saying that all men that have a trad wife are doing that, but I see it where it's a thing where these women are getting beat on and all this stuff is happening, and then they don't have a way out because they have no money saved up. And then you got to come up with a game plan where you're like, hey babe, can you get me this? And you save your money to the side in a bank account that he don't know about. Like what? No.
And it's really sad because like we are setting women up for failure by telling them like, oh, just become like a trad wife, like your life is so easy. You're setting women up to be abused and potentially killed over that.
Well, if she's rich, I mean, I think it kind of does change things, because it's like my money is my money, his money is our money type thing. So it's like, even if
No, the fuck it's not. Because at the end of the day, you're still going to want to spend your money on your own shit, and you're not going to always be funding my life. And so for me to be able to have that financial freedom, right, I don't think that's a bad thing. And I think that's what we're trying to get you to understand.
No. I think from a dude's perspective, yes, I see what you're saying.
You don't want your own financial freedom?
No, that's cool. But I think
you don't want to fund yourself?
I think for that dude though, his financial freedom would be taking care of his family. If he's a sole provider, he gets like kind of like, you can call it an ego boost, you can call it fucking pride, whatever. He gets like something from that, right? So especially then we're saying rich specific, not normal people, because normal people, I see what you're saying, right? She's damn near has like $500 in her account, maybe less.
So,
and then
okay, let me include. I will also include not the people who have like money, but I will also include the people who, whatever, whatever the circumstance was, they got FAFSA, or they like got a scholarship and just like didn't want to go or dropped out for whatever reason and didn't like pick up a career after that. I would include those people as well.
For not being trad wives.
Yeah,
Okay.
because like again, like if you have the privilege to go to college, regardless of like your parents' financials, if you have the privilege to go to college and you can afford it, pay for it, someone can afford it, pay for it, whatever, and someone's willing to do that for you, or you're willing to do it, I think if you turn that opportunity down, you are doing a major disservice to yourself and your future children, and you are potentially setting yourself up for abuse.
And also another thing about trad wives that I think a lot of people do get wrong, right? So trad wives definitely worked. They just didn't get paid for it, right? So it's like,
oh yeah, they work.
Yeah, they definitely worked. So I don't, because I just hear it a lot. People bring up like, oh, the white picket fence and the woman just staying home, take care of her kids and yada, yada. It's like, well, maybe in a portion time in America, but, they definitely did. So women working today and still, what was I going to say? Have their own side income and being able to work and stuff, even if the man is paying all the bills, that is 100% normal. I think both sides actually get it wrong when they say, no, women aren't supposed to do any work at all ever, just stay in the house. That's BS. They do definitely work if they wanted to.
Yeah, I think that like trad wives are doing work. Like housework is work. It's just unpaid labor because for some reason the government doesn't believe. Like again, like if you paid a stay-at-home nanny to do all of the things that your wife did, it would cost thousands of dollars a year. And so it's like, it's kind of bullshit that like, women have to, these women who are trad wives who like didn't have the opportunity to go to college or get a career and they're relying on a man's income. It's like now you have to ask, like it's like asking your father for money to go get groceries. Like what? Like that is
Why are
so
you
sad.
exposing me, Max? Stop.
Girl.
Listen, I fall short a couple months, okay? Leave
Hey,
me
we're all
alone.
guilty. We're all guilty. All right, that's we're all guilty. We're not
Guilty as
No,
charged.
but like having to ask your partner, like, hey babe, am I allowed to go get my nails done?
Am I allowed to go get
Embarrassing.
pads, sanitary
I want to
pads?
go get my nails done with my own money. I don't want to have to ask permission. You know what I mean? I don't want to ask permission. The fuck? So.
Yeah, no, the woman 100% runs the house. The woman 100% runs the house. 100%. I know. Oh, I have the money. No, I've seen it up close. No, the guy is like the face. The woman runs. She didn't ask for shit. Sometimes I gotta ask. I'll get. Oh, that's true. That's true. But no, the women are definitely running. You know what's funny? So real estate agents actually. So when they're trying to sell a house, they literally will say, "Oh yeah. Couples are like a jackpot because the woman is the one that makes a decision. Sure, the man pays for it, of course, in that dynamic. But no, the woman is one. Oh wow, these lights look nice. Oh, we can put this right here. That's the woman. So the women can really control everything low key.
Yeah, women definitely like I agree with you that women run the house. Like men don't do shit. Like men do their yard work and call it a day. Women run that house, and oftentimes women are in charge of the financials as well, overseeing the bank account, overseeing like making sure that bills are being paid, setting up doctor's appointments, things like that. That all costs money. And so women are often like also in charge of the finances, and it's just like men are really just a vessel for money, like, and it's like funny kind of in those dynamics. But yeah, I don't know, like I definitely I just hate whenever people are unable to, you can speak on this point. I just hate whenever people are unable to comprehend like nuance because again, like, I'm not pro-capitalism. I'm simply just, this is the world I was born in. I know I'm not going to be able to change it. I would like to be a part of the change, but currently right now, we are not going to just switch from capitalism to a democratic socialist nation or a communist nation overnight. That's not going to happen. So I have to unfortunately play the game. I have to participate and play the game. So it's unfortunate. I don't want to, but I have to. Like, I don't want to be homeless. Like, God
Hey
forbid.
guys, I kind of want a place to lay my head at night, guys. I don't know.
Like, shit, literally. Like,
shit, guys.
fuck. Like, shit, I don't want to be out in the cold at night. Shit. Like, brother.
I just want to be able to play my sins at night, you know, just a little bit, just a little bit.
No, literally.
Also, I cannot believe we have come across each other again, my bestie.
Hey, Scoop, how are you?
How good are you?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Hey, how's it going? How's it going over there over the pond?
I want to end it all. I'm tired of break. I want to go back to school.
Bro, it's a shit show over here at this side of the pond. We just fucking kidnapped the fucking Venezuelan president.
of Venezuela.
Like, what the fuck? We're about to literally go to war. I'm not. Hey, here's what I will say. Here's what I will fucking say. This is gonna be antithetical to all of my beliefs. However, the one thing that I truly believe in the most out of everything is that I will never, never participate in war. You will never catch me on the front lines or in the lines in general, and you will never catch me fighting for this fuck-ass country. So I will, if it comes to it, get pregnant first. I will
You better
do
catch
that.
me as a part of the 688. What? 688.
I will be anywhere else. Put me. I don't give a fuck. I'll be in the kitchen. I will not be at war. I will not be at war. Hell no. That's the one thing I will not participate in. Fuck no.
Better catch me in that 688. Because you talking about, bitch, I'm going to be delivering the mail. I'm not even fighting, bitch. I'm delivering the mail. Here you go.
So anyways, like that's really where like at that point I'll do whatever it takes to not be in war. Cuz like the thing about like a modern war, like a modern world war for example, is as a woman you are at a increased risk of harm. You are. Like as a female soldier, you are at an increased level of harm and I don't want to be in war and then get raped by like the fucking opposite like team and like then die. I don't want to do that.
I don't want to be a POW MIA.
I'm just not gonna do it. Like
I just don't want to be a POW. I don't want to be represented as the flag that is black and white. I don't. Because respectfully, the people in Nam, they went through enough.
That part. They did. And I'm not trying to. And yeah, literally, like your own team too. Like shit, you're gonna be like the thing about, and it's like scary. Like being a female soldier is exponentially more scary than being a male soldier. And I stand by that. I stand by it.
Absolutely. No question. Like, what? You could literally be taken as a prisoner of war to another country and then literally look at Greta Thunberg.
No, literally, it's just like I don't. Ugh, no. I would rather.
Third Amendment all the way.
It like gives me the chills to think about it.
Ain't no person coming into my house looking for cover. You better stay your ass outside.
Oh hell no. Me and my child, because in this world I'm pregnant because I don't want to go, right?
No, right!
Me and my child, we're gonna be in there like fucking 2-8 up and we're gonna be waiting for these bitches to come at my door. I promise you that. Ain't nobody coming into my house. No
Ain't
soldiers.
nobody.
Absolutely not. That's like the only time I support the 2A is like to pop a soldier who's trying to come in.
What's the Third Amendment? The Third Amendment is that during active war, no soldier can come into civilian housing.
Oh, that's the billeting one.
Yeah, that's the Third Amendment. The Fourth Amendment is that you're protected from unwarranted searches and seizures.
Yep.
Did you see what he said about Colombia?
Bitch! Did you see what Colombia said? Colombia said that them hoes had to jump into the Pacific to escape the attack from the U.S. That president said, they said our neighbors had to go and jump in the fucking Pacific to escape from the U.S. attack, ho! The Colombian president said that.
Damn.
on AP News. My jaw dropped. I was like, "There's no way." I was like, "That quick?"
He also said, y'all need to worry about them schmetaphiles. That's what
Right.
he said. Y'all need to worry about Epstein. He clocked Trump's tea real hard. I was like, ooh. He clocked him some tea.
I'm kind of scared though that we've pissed off a lot of world leaders.
So did. He got too much control. He getting cocky.
Y'all, do I take a shot? Because I can't at this point. I think I'm just gonna do it.
I'm
Go
real
for
glad I'm
it,
in the
go for
middle of
it.
fucking nowhere because I don't want to get nuked.
Pink Noir. Pink Noir.
Ugh. Gosh, guys, I'm like kind of. Also, can we talk about global warming for a second? Because it has been like 80, 70 degrees here all December. That is not normal. Not
Yep,
normal.
and Texas has been like weird too, bro. And we usually get snow and stuff, and it gets cold.
Yeah, it should be cold by now. It should be like icing right now, and it's not. I'm scared. Like, I'm genuinely scared.
Guys, I already made my bingo card, and I'm just letting you know we're either gonna have a really, really, really shitty winter, or we're gonna have a wicked hot summer because the solar flares are starting to get to the point where we're literally seeing a massive hole in the sun. And it's so big, it actually makes the scientists scared. And as said scientists, I am scared.
No, literally. Like,
I'm so scared.
a white Christmas is literally going to be a fantasy in like 20 years.
I don't know. It's getting weird, bro. Cause I was like, why was it 80 degrees? And mind you, it's cold around this time here in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
You're in Kansas?
People were swimming. I went to the spa and I was swimming. December 20th, the day after my birthday, went to the spa rooftop pool. We were in the pool, in the jacuzzi.
No, it's been like, okay, I'll read you guys the weather for here and like tell you guys what's going on here. Because normally it would be cold by now. It should be cold by now, but let's look. Okay, so here's what it's saying.
Sorry, y'all. I'm putting my avocado in my tortilla soup my mama made.
So today the high was 51 and it felt really good outside. Like, felt great. Tomorrow the high is 68, 69, 66, 67. The lowest it's gonna go for the next like week and a half is 48. Like, that's warm, bruh. That's fucking warm.
That's so warm. Wait. Celsius. Change it to Celsius so that can understand.
I'm so
Yeah.
confused.
Put it in Celsius. We're looking at around almost 20 degrees Celsius for the highs. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, around there.
Wait,
And like,
where?
bro, it's
Like,
just
what's it? What's it
crazy.
usually? Is that out of order? Is that out of like normal? Is that not normal?
No,
Northern,
it's normally cold here. It's normally like 40, 30 degrees here, which is like probably like 5 degrees Celsius.
Like 5 degrees Celsius to like 10 degrees Celsius, no higher than that. We're looking at like around 20 degrees Celsius or higher right now. And it's actually kind of crazy because ambient room temperature is 25 degrees Celsius. You and me both know that. But it's like, if
I don't even know
we're
how to
reaching
convert
past
Celsius. Y'all are
room
smart.
temperature, there's a genuine problem. Because what do you mean we're past ambient room temperature? Ambient room temperature meaning like, it's normal, you feel fine, your body's not overreacting, your body's not sweating, no nothing, you're in a steady state. You mean to tell me we're above that steady state? What?
Yeah. No, it's genuinely like I'm scared, guys. Like we might not survive another
Like,
50 years.
like I'm taking physical biochemistry, okay? So I'm taking physics and biology and chemistry. I'm putting that all together. And I'm
Ew.
seeing this bull going on and I'm like, "Yo, this world is literally burning."
Wait, Scoop, what's your lineup for the semester? How many credits you got? What classes you in? And also what level are you in school? Like are you senior yet? Junior? What we got?
Yo, senior by the grace of God next semester. And then
So you're a
it's
junior.
just I'm doing my capstone for the whole year and then I graduate after. So by the grace
Oh,
of God, next May. Okay?
that's awesome.
I know. But for upcoming classes, we got biochem lab, biochem 2, physical biochemistry, bio, computational scientific methods or bioinformatics. We've got physical chemistry 2.
Damn. So how many credits is that? Is that 18? Is that 18 credits?
It's 14 only.
Okay,
Mind you,
I'm
hold
I'm
on. Wait, let me tell you this part. Let me tell you this part cuz your jaw's going to drop. Your jaw's going to drop.
Oh, I'm listening.
The lab is 10 hours weekly.
Hell no. Hell no. No, cuz I'm in 18 credit hours this upcoming semester. Yeah. Fuck me, bro.
Yeah!
I know. So I'll tell you what I'm in. So I'm gonna be in. I have 3 classes online, 3 in person. So luckily, I only have to go to school Tuesday, Thursdays. So
Okay.
thank God. But still,
Mhm.
it's gonna be hefty. It's gonna be.
Yes.
Okay, so I've got business analytics, which that class is hard as fuck. I tried to take that online last semester and I dropped that immediately after the first test because I was like, fuck no, I gotta take this in person. So we're taking that in person. I'm in business finance, money banking, fucking some, like, what else am I in? Oh my gosh, I'm in a class with a professor that I hate.
What's your major?
It's finance and digital marketing.
Smart Queen.
I'm just doing the shit. I'm just hoping for the best at this point.
Yeah.
I'm in 2 marketing classes. I can't remember which ones though. It's like something. Actually, I have it on here, but I don't want to pull it up. And then I'm in ethics. Like business ethics and guys. Oh, do you guys want to know something?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Okay, this is a lot of lore. I haven't talked about this on live yet. I got
Wait,
wrong.
answer O's question first. O asked what a major is.
It's like your college degree.
What? So if I'm going to university for this, I say I'm majoring in law.
Yeah.
So then you go to law school.
I'm considering you're either paralegal once I figure out the financial thing, paralegal, or maybe political science. I don't know.
Ooh, I have a friend who's
So-
political science. She loves it, but she
Do y'all-
works like crazy internship hours right now.
Do you think it would be fitting for me since I already talk about politics as is?
Yes? Are you kidding me? What?
I'm considering it.
It's like Cinderella's slipper.
Guys, I have lore for you guys.
Tell us. My
Okay.
feet are up in the air. Like, I need to know.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you guys this. This is crazy shit, okay?
Okay.
And like we're still in the midst. We're still like in the works. Okay, so like I'm a working girly. I have multiple jobs, multiple forms of income, whatever. So I had this job for the last like 5 or 6 months. I had this job. And I'm not going to say what it was because I don't like to give away personal information. But I had this job. It was an off-campus job, just like a fucking minimum wage, less than minimum wage, mind you, because we were tipped. So obviously I liked working there. I did. I enjoyed working there. I enjoyed the people I worked with. The only problem was the manager. Horrible. Probably the worst, most unprofessional bitch of a manager I have ever had. So she was pissing me off. Okay? So what did I do? I was like, I am tired of being treated like shit. I've never been late. I've never called out. I've never, like, I always get my job done. I know how to do my job. I'm quick at my job. I'm a good employee. I do my shit. I go above and beyond like shit. So I got fed up. So what
Go
did I
off,
do?
queen. Shoot.
I figured out, and this is kind of common knowledge, but I wanted to get proof. So we all kind of knew that our management was stealing our tips, which is highly, highly illegal, mind you.
Stealing your tips and you and me work in the same industry? What the hell?
So listen to this. Listen to this. So they were stealing our tips, which according to the Fair Labor Standards Act, that is illegal.
Illegal, so illegal.
Lawsuit.
They are not allowed to have a portion of the tip pool. That is highly illegal for management to have a portion of the tip pool. And the two managers were taking portions of the tip pool. So I got evidence. I took a picture of her envelope because they would give us our cash tips in envelopes with our names on them. And like written in a Sharpie, and it's just a white envelope. I've seen her name before. So I went to her desk while she wasn't working. It was like a Sunday or something. And I saw it just sitting right there on the front of the desk. I snapped the picture, boom, called the Department of Labor. I called the Department of, it gets better. Last Monday, I called the Department of Labor. I'm like, hey guys, this is going on. I tell them everything I just told y'all. And they were like, oh yeah, that's definitely a problem. We're going to be there next week. So they're coming this upcoming week, right? So listen to this.
Lawsuit.
Thursday, I do my shift. The two managers come in. I'm like, that's weird. Why the fuck are they here? At the end of my shift, they pulled me to the back. They're like, Mackenzie, come here. And they're like, this is crazy. They were like, so effective immediately, you're terminated.
Lawsuit.
Okay, so
Can they give you an actual reason as to why you're being fired?
That's a retaliation.
Listen, they didn't give me a fucking reason. They were like, we're gonna send you a message for record keeping. Hold on. It gets crazier. It gets fucking crazier. So mind you, I reported them on Monday. They fired me on Thursday because they found out from a fucking snitch. Apparently there's a snitch who doesn't want more money. Why don't you want more money in your pockets, bitch? But anyways, there's some snitch who like told on me, whatever. And and they fired my ass. So then I get this long ass text message from her of like a bunch of bullshit reasons why, mind you, I've never gotten a write up. The policy is 3 write ups and you're fired. Never got a write up, never was late, never called out. None of that. All of my coworkers loved working with me. Literally, my manager told me whenever I was newer, she was like, all of your coworkers love working with you. Like, they love you so much. And I'm like, I know.
Lawsuit.
And so, like, I knew that her reasons were bullshit because she listed out, like, I was shit-talking coworkers. Who? Are you my coworker? Because you're the only bitch I've been shit-talking. So who? Who are we talking about?
Lawsuit.
So we have her. I know, listen, but it gets better. It's about to get a lot better. So we have her. We have, like, she, like, says I didn't do my job. Bitch, I have people who could vouch for me that I did my job. She said that I left shifts without the proper coverage. Never happened, brother. Like, that never fucking happened. Crazy shit. So then, come to find out, right after she fired me, I got off at 2, right? So she fired me at 2. Right after I got fired at 2 o'clock, another girl comes in who knew about me calling the Department of Labor and was on board. She was on board with that. She was like, fuck yeah. Like, she was like, yeah, you need to do that. So I was like, yeah. So she comes into work and our manager's still there. Manager pulls her out, and she told her, she was like, you know what? I'm really pissed off at you. And she was like telling her she was really pissed off at her. And she was telling her like, she was like, you participated in a conversation and I'm just really pissed off and disappointed at you. Like, I would fire you right now if I didn't like you. And she was like, you don't think that me and Jordan deserve tips? Yeah. So that confirms it. So listen to this. So that confirms why she fired me. And that also confirms that she did not deny that she's stealing our tips. She didn't even deny it. Because this dumbass bitch with no degree doesn't understand that that's illegal. She runs this company and she doesn't understand that that's illegal. So that person is also going to be like
Terminated.
doing some things to like help out.
Lawsuit.
So
You know how much money? Lawsuit.
No, literally. So tomorrow I'm gonna report them to the EEOC for wrongful termination. Tomorrow I might like try to
For
find
unemployment.
I know I'm gonna try to get that too. I'm gonna try to also find like I'm gonna see if there's any lawyers in the area who do like contingency payments, like which means that you pay them at the end and
Or pro bono.
they take like a percentage if you win. And I want
Pro
like
bono. Yeah.
So there's that. And then also so they made a post about it, basically. They made a post
Them
about
online.
it. And in the post, my friend sent me the post because I'm friends with everyone there. Remember, I'm friends with everyone there. So
The fact that they made a post is crazy.
Yeah. And she was like, so as you all know, I've been fired. I'm no longer on the team, and I'm not welcome back in their establishment. I struck a fucking nerve. And mind you, the Department of Labor still is showing up this week. They're still gonna show up this week. They're gonna clock their asses for stealing our tips. I'm reporting them to the EEOC, and I'm gonna try to get a lawyer. So they are fucked. And the person who told me about the conversation about the manager saying, well, you don't think we deserve tips? She's gonna vouch for me too.
Also, what I need you to do is go through all your payment stubs, like your checks,
Yes.
whatever you have proof of, get all of that proof. Collect all of that. I ain't gonna lie, Charleston White is crazy as fuck, right? But he did make a video some years ago about how he would sue every company he worked for SA, for harassment, whatever, if he found something that was against the cracks.
I seen that.
Your job openly sat up here and did almost every single thing that was wrong and illegal. And on top of that, you took the proper measures of contacting these people. Do they have an HR?
Nope, they don't have an HR because it's a local business, so they don't have.
Is this a restaurant or is this like a?
Yeah, it's a restaurant. I can say that. Yeah, it's a restaurant.
Girl, call their ass out online. You know how much clout you got.
So the only problem is they're not a chain, and so it would give away my location. But I left bad reviews. I left bad reviews on their locations. I said there are rats in the shed where they keep food. Yes, there are.
What?
There are rats in the shed where they keep food. There's
call the health department.
Yeah, no, literally, I should call the health department because I also, so it was very hush hush that the owners are getting a divorce because they own the company together. So it's very hush hush. I told my manager at the end of our text thread, I said, and by the way, because of your loud ass mouth, everybody knows about the divorce. Oh, it was
damn.
Bro, I clocked her ass so hard. I've never ate harder in my life. Oh,
I'm so quick to quit a job. Back then, like a couple years ago, I was so quick to quit a job. I'm not gonna lie. If they not treating me right, I can find something better. As soon as I had an opportunity to get paid more, bye. I ain't giving you no 2 weeks notice. Fuck y'all.
Where's Irish? Where is Irish?
I don't know where that man is.
They can replace you the same day, the next day. They can replace you.
No, dead ass. We need Irish here so he can literally brief you on what to say and what to do.
Yeah, where's
the thing is that like and Quacky, I'm not worried about saying any of this. None of what I'm saying is like, I don't think any of what I'm saying is like not allowed to be spoken about. So, but the only thing is like, I genuinely want, like, I want the Department of Labor to walk in there this week and I want them to be like, either you end this practice right now and you pay back your employees, or we're firing this manager. Cause like that's what I really want.
Mm-hmm. And I'm glad that you did what you did, but what I will say is sometimes you can't trust people that you work with because
Right.
I
whoever
know. I'm pretty sure I've narrowed it down to who it was. I'm pretty sure it was this one girl.
Cuss her out.
Oh, also, I have something else to say to you guys. One of my friends basically got 2, mind you, 3 write-ups and you're out. She got 2 write-ups basically for being my friend.
What?
Yeah.
That's retaliation. Another lawsuit.
Yeah.
So we've got a pretty good
Rap
case.
sheet, bitch. Y'all got a RICO case on y'all.
The RICO case is crazy, Scoop.
No, because
That's
they really do.
So
Retaliation.
The company has been around for like almost 10 years. So that's 10 years of stealing tips from employees.
If it's illegal, then you low-key could call the police, right?
Oh, I don't know.
They can't do anything in the moment. They can't arrest
I mean, at least you got
anyone.
a report. That
But
even
the
gives you more.
EEOC is going to hear from me tomorrow morning because that's when their office opens. They're going to hear from my ass. I'm reporting them, and then I'm going to contact a lawyer and see, like, I'm not, like, entirely sure how, like, the lawyer thing's going to go because, like, it costs money. So, like, whatever. We'll see. But I'm going to be like, what do you think about this? Do you think I could win some money here? Because what the fuck just happened to me? Like, I have never been wrongfully terminated like that. I've never been like that was so obviously wrongful termination because and they probably terminated me on the day they found out because I got fired with shifts still left on the schedule and they're hella understaffed right now. So I think they just made a spur of the moment decision and like took me out as soon as they could. And
to do damage control.
They're mad because they're not going to get in. Mind you, they're on salary. Why are you stealing our We don't even get minimum wage, bitch. Like, what are you doing?
I quit a job because the manager followed me in the bathroom. Like she followed me in the bathroom to catch me on the phone, but mind you, I was talking to my grandmother that was I took care of at home back then. She followed me in the bathroom, and I was just like, girl, like, she was like, no phone should be on the floor. So after I left out of the restroom, when I took my personal call, she gonna sit up here and pull me to the side and try and chastise me like I'm a kid. And I was like, I got my shit from my desk, and I walked the fuck out. I said, fuck you and this job, because you're not gonna talk to me like I'm a little kid. She was like, well, I have a mother that's sick at home too, and you shouldn't be taking personal calls on the floor. I said, I'm not on the floor. I was in the restroom. I wasn't around anything that was on the floor. My phone wasn't out, nothing like that. Mind you, like, it was a third-party company that was through Apple support, but it wasn't Apple support. So I did Apple support, work, but it was third-party. And that shit pissed me off so much because the managers were micromanagers. The whole workplace was cold as fuck. They had a leak in the damn ceiling. It was just ghetto. Even the building was ghetto, y'all. And I just quit.
The girl who like told me that she got in trouble as well, like right after, she was the one who like she apparently like because she like the manager asked her, she was like telling her all this and saying she's pissed off, and this girl said, yeah, and I agree with what Mac did. She stood up for me. I was like, that's so sweet. Because, like, they've been stealing our tips. It's illegal. That is illegal.
So
She's
illegal.
saying, oh, like, you don't think we deserve tips? Fuck no, you don't. Because you make more money than me. You're on a salary. And it's illegal. You're a manager. That's money out of my
You're on
pocket.
salary and you mean to tell me you used everything and now you gotta go ahead and steal from your workers? Like, what?
Yup. So anyways, that's the update with that. I have eyes in that fucking company. I got friends in that bitch who are gonna tell me everything that goes down. And guess what else? So usually they would have like a monthly meeting, like every month, right? To like talk to the employees. So in the same post where they were saying that I'm no longer welcome in like their cafes, whatever, I don't give a fuck. Like, I wasn't going back there anyways. Does it look like I want to see your ass? No. Like your food wasn't that good anyway. Like, you know what I mean? So, anyways, in that same post, she said, instead of having monthly meetings, we're going to have one-on-ones all week. I guarantee you she's going to tell them, don't talk to the Department of Labor if they come in. And she's probably going to tell them, if you talk about the tips, you're fired. She's probably going to tell them that.
Honestly, unillegal, hypothetically speaking, not speaking. Honestly, she need somebody need
Yeah.
a nice talking to.
Oh,
Yeah.
and that's what the Department of Labor is going to do. They're coming in
No,
person.
not a nice talking to. I'm talking about physical hugs.
The Department of Labor is coming in person. In person. And you know what they said to me on the phone? They said, we're going to come sometime next week. Hopefully, we're going to come as soon as we can. And they said, we're going to put an end to that practice. I was like,
Mac, you better than me. I would have went in there cussing everybody out. I'm not gonna lie. I would have cussed everybody out. Ghetto. I got a little bit of ghetto in me. I might be a little, civilized, but a little bit of the ghetto in me would have came out that day. I would have cussed them all out.
I was astonished because I had a good shift that day. And mind you, it was only like 3 days after I reported them to the Department of Labor. So I wasn't expecting for them to know about it so quickly and fire me so quickly. But they like pulled me back there. I was like, oh fuck, like what's happening now? I knew there was something going on. And they pulled me back there. They were like, so you're being let go. And I was like, why? And they were like, we're not going to tell you right now. We'll tell you later. We'll text you. And I was like, okay. They were like, you can put your apron down and go. And I threw that bitch on the table and I said, okay. And then I took my shit and left.
That's so sad. I'm sorry that happened to you, for real. Like, that's sad. That's actually really horrible. These companies take advantage of people. And on top of that, for them to be a small, like, business or whatever, a business in the like, community business-wise, when these companies, they take advantage of people's hard work. And then it's the fact that all of your coworkers love you and that you, obviously, I know, I can tell you have good customer service skills. Like, that type of shit really pisses me off because it's like, y'all don't even pay people enough to be doing the shit that y'all do. And that's why, I seen this post, or like I would always have this mindset where it's like, if they can replace you the next day, why do you owe them any type of loyalty anyway?
Thank you.
No, I agree with that. And you know what's crazy is that with what position I was doing, I was making like the full amount of tips. But one of my friends, she was a baker for this like the company, right?
Wait, Mac, what's your zodiac sign? Sorry.
Leo.
That makes a lot of sense.
I like Leos.
With your dramatic ass.
My mom's a Leo.
Literally, I know. Like, I'm that bitch, guys. You don't want to fuck with me. I literally will like continue to harp on it. You know what I mean? Like,
you and Emma are the exact same. You and Emma who's studying to be a doctor. You and Emma, exact same, bro.
Yeah.
But I don't fuck with Emma. But
oh, sorry. I was just gonna say, like, basically, like so I was like in a position to make the like same amount of tips, like the correct amount of tips basically, and I was making $9 an hour, which is less than our state's minimum wage because we're tipped employees. One of my friends, she was a baker, so she was a different position than me. She was the one making like food and baking and shit, so she had a way different position than me. She's making $10 an hour, still below our state's minimum wage, right? However, we both got tips for the last week. Tell me why I got $210, which was actually really good for tips, right? And she got $35. Yeah.
I'm just going to put this into perspective for O real quick. Oh, imagine, right? We make in total over $3,000. And then from card tips, right? We make around like 400. But I get like 300 of that, but you get only like $40. And the rest of your money goes to the business. You don't get your tips.
In Britain, it's not illegal to keep tips. You do not have to give your tips to your staff.
That's so fucked up.
You need to do some ASMR. Your voice is so peaceful.
Like, yes.
But like, yeah. So
my girlfriend had that. My girlfriend had that when we were younger. When we were 18, she was working at a pub. And,
damn.
She had loads of tips, an entire year's worth of tips that went missing. Like the crew just didn't get the tips. And then that same Christmas, the owners of the pub went to Mexico on holiday.
One thing you don't do is fuck with people's money. That's trifling.
That's horrible. Fuck them for that,
Yeah.
for real.
An
then,
entire year's worth of tips.
Yeah,
Oh my
entire
They went to
gosh, I could
Mexico.
speak.
They over
That's
there
a lot of
tequilaing it
money.
up in Mexico and people broke. What?
No, they up here in Mexico for real. Mexico.
And like,
What?
what's so crazy about that is I guarantee you the managers both got more than $35 in tips that week. And they're making
For
more than minimum
sure.
wage.
Obviously they did. Absolutely they did. Are you kidding me?
Oh,
For
you
something
guys.
like that? Shit.
I cannot believe, and I pissed them off clearly because I've never seen them like ban somebody from the premise ever because they'll
You
always
got
send
banned
a
from the
message.
premises is insane. You should
I
go out,
literally got
go
banned
out there
from the
with
premise.
picket
I'm like,
signs.
I just got blacklisted from this place.
You should go out
You
there
got
with your friends with
blacklisted, you got
signs.
whitelisted, hell, you got
Post
every
the
single type of
signs out and
listing. What the fuck?
protest. Go to the news. Go to the news.
No, low key.
The local
shit. If like
news.
if the lawyer route doesn't like work out, low key.
Whoop-de-doo.
Fund me. Yeah, go
Whoop-de-doo.
crazy.
Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop-de-doo.
Yeah, let me.
Be that petty. Honestly, be as petty as you can be. I know you Leos be petty. My mama petty.
Not right. No,
Yeah,
cause let me tell y'all something. One time I was called King Kong by a teacher, okay, at my high school, right?
That's racist.
No, let me tell you what my brother did, okay? He's a Leo. Let me tell you what this man did. This man walked up into the school with a good ass suit. Okay, his best shoes, a briefcase,
A briefcase.
and documents, ho.
Oh my goodness.
He was not playing no games. He had receipts. He opened up the briefcase. He started pulling out this receipt, this receipt, this receipt, this receipt. He was like, "Is this what you said to my sister?" She said, "Oh, but I didn't mean it like that. It was supposed to be something like, see you later in a while, crocodile." Right, but you called her King Kong.
King Kong. The
You do
hell?
not accidentally call someone King Kong.
He literally, no, the woman said, "Now let's go, King Kong."
What? Thank you for the gifts. What?
When I tell you, I had to swallow every ounce of scoop in me. I had to swallow it
Have black
because
people all experienced like a racist teacher? Because I had a racist teacher too.
because my thing is like, what would prompt you to say that? And then on top of it, you don't know how crazy my family is, and so you really think you can say that to me?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm literally like, you see my mom, you see my dad, you see my sister, you see my brother. Bitch, I'm crazier than all of them combined. I beat a hoe up for fun just because she thought she could come and jump me and call her friends too. Like,
You got the video?
bitch, I wish I got the video.
Yeah, I wanna
because I
see
said
it.
womp, womp. Fuck is you talking about?
Scoop, we're not violent anymore. We have to kill them with kindness.
We're changed to 2026. Don't play.
The only violence that I have is my Second Amendment right.
Listen, the only violence
And
I
that's what
do
they gonna
is by
catch.
violating men.
I live in
financially.
Texas, Scoop. They gonna catch them. They gonna catch them shells.
Right.
They gonna catch them shells. Now,
No, the blue shells with the spikes.
to give you a translation, they gonna catch them swords.
Right,
Yeah.
right. To live by the sword is to die by the sword. Right.
Because I know out there y'all can't carry it, but man, out here, Texas is crazy. Bro, y'all should have seen New Year's Eve out here. There was somebody with like a AK on the off the like standing like on the freeway, like going multiple rounds at the bottom of the bridge of the freeway, like just multiple rounds. And like this year, Dallas had a whole little thing where like our ball in our downtown skyline had fireworks coming out of it. So the whole downtown and all the freeway and all the highway was like packed full of people for New Year's, and people was acting crazy. They was just shooting off
Acting a
rounds
fool.
everywhere. They were acting a fool, and I sure wasn't downtown. I kept myself in house gatherings. I didn't go nowhere near the ghetto. I can't do it. They were acting a fool. But not like I did have a teacher though that was racist too, Scoop. I had an assistant, it was a substitute teacher that came to our school. I went to a charter school my second half of like high school, y'all. And the first school that I went to was like predominantly Black and Hispanic, and then the second school I went to was predominantly white. And it was a much smaller school and more intimate. It was a charter school. And so the substitute teacher came into our class that day, and we had a student that he was Nigerian, I believe, and his last name was pretty long. And she started off with like messing with him about his last name, like asking him all these questions like, where are you from? And why is your last name so long? How do you pronounce it? And like asking him all these unnecessary questions like, oh, like in Africa, do they have schools like this? Do y'all have computers? Like asking all these weird ass questions to the student. And I was just looking at her like, girl, like, what are you doing? And I was like the type of kid, like, you know, to stand up and say something. But at that school, it was different because even if you were like, there were other Black kids in the class, they didn't speak up. But from where I was from, everybody would have cussed her out. But that school, the way it was, people didn't really say anything. So basically, like, she started off with him and was asking all these questions about his last name. Then the class progressed, and it was like a group of Black students that were saying the N-word in the middle of them talking and like cracking jokes and shit. And so while they were saying the N-word in their little conversation, the teacher was like, we don't use that word here. We don't use that word here. And they were like, oh, okay, sorry. And they were like, you can do that at that other school, but you can't do that here. So to give you a background, this charter school had another school in Oak Cliff. And so Oak Cliff in Dallas is considered like the hood-ish, but it's like more like the other school that's small like ours, the same business, same charter school, but in a different area, is more predominantly like minorities and more not too in the best area. So she tries to compare the school we went to that school and said they do that over there, but we don't do that here. So I'm listening to her and I'm like, what do you mean by that? That's the first thing I asked her. I said, what do you mean by that? And she's just like, well, we just don't say those words here. We don't use the N-word. Like, that's not appropriate. You know, N-word this. And then she said, N-word that. And then she said the actual word. She was like, you know, nigga this, nigga that. Like, that's the first thing she said after that. So I had to check her ass because I was like, wait a minute. You do not say that word either. What are you saying it for? You're not supposed to say that word. Like, I was like, that's not a part of your culture. That's not a word you should be saying. Mind you, she looked like a short blonde haircut, older, like 50, 60-year-old woman, like had the very terrible blue eyeshadow, drawn on eyebrows with little, like she looked like, if you could think of like the definition, soccer mom cut.
And she's
like,
using the word. And she's using the word.
She used the word herself. So I checked her. It gets worse, bro. It gets worse. I checked her. Worse? Yeah, it gets worse. I tried to educate her on it because I was younger, so I had patience. So back then I was just like, ma'am, like the history behind that word, like you're not supposed to use it, da 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 da. Like I was an advocate for the people even in high school. I was even now. That's why I am the way I am now. So I told her a whole little story and history lesson. After I told her that, y'all, first thing she says to me is she's like, well, you're so beautiful. You're so educated. Are you mixed?
What?
What?
Yep. And she said, are you mixed? I said, I'm Black and Black. She said, well, no. I didn't mean it like that. You look like my granddaughter.
What?
You look like my grand.
No,
you look like my grand. She said, you look like my granddaughter. My granddaughter's mixed. My daughter, she's with a Black man. It's not like that. I didn't mean it like that.
No.
Like, bro.
Just shut up. Just shut up.
No. So I went to report her. I reported her to the principal and she ended up getting fired. So she never came back.
Oh, thank God.
And then it gets even worse than that. The Black students in my class came up to me. The same kid that she was being microaggressive to about him being from Africa came up to me and asked me why I got the teacher fired. Why did I snitch?
Shut the fuck up.
No, I'm dead ass. The next day, that morning, he asked me, he said, why would you snitch on the teacher?
Bro, can you please go find something safe to do, please?
I hated that school. Everybody was so microaggressive. Like, it was insane. I beat up a kid because the boy called me the N-word, so I beat him up. I got suspended because it was worth it.
Yeah, kind of valid. You taught him a fucking lesson.
No, I beat him up, and then some years later, he came up to me when I was at the club, like last year. He seen me there, and he apologized. He said he always thought I was beautiful, and he didn't know he didn't know how to tell me, and he's so sorry.
Man,
for all.
shut up. He's trying to stick it in something.
He asked me out on a date and everything. He was like, bro, like, I'm so sorry. Like, I shouldn't have treated you that way. I just always thought you were beautiful, and I didn't know how to talk to you. So I just thought that being mean and like
Liquor
saying
flowing through
blah
him.
blah blah. I was just like, boy, no, get away from me.
Right, because what do you think you're gonna do?
But yeah, when I beat him up, I ended up getting in school suspension, and he got in school suspension as well. And my mom came up to the school and talked to the principal and said, you know, the last time a student at my high school when I went to school did that to me, my brother came up and he never came back. The teacher turned red and everything. The principal turned red in the face. That man hated me. I hated that bald-headed man. He looked like Mr. Clean.
Bald-headed man.
He looks like Mr. Clean, for real. He looked like Mr. Clean.
Can I show y'all the photo that is literally my face right now?
Yeah.
Oh, hold on.
He looked like Mr. Clean. He had thick eyebrows and he was bald.
No, literally. Like, really?
Yeah, he was bald. My mama had me take a picture with them at the graduation. I don't know why.
Damn.
I hated that bald-headed man. I forgot his name. If I can remember his name, I'll tell y'all.
Mr. Clean.
I forgot what his name was. He was so bald. His name was assistant
how old are
principal
you guys?
something. I'm 24.
23.
I turned 24 last month, December 19th. Big Sag energy.
I'm turning 23 in July.
Goop, why are you so young and so smart? Get older.
Because my pussy tight, pussy clean, pussy free.
Oh my god. That's not appropriate.
Guys.
Oh, my hemoglobin.
Fuck, I don't know what to do. I'm about to do something that's so crazy. Fuck, I need a... It's too late. I can't call my friend and mentor about it. Fuck!
You're gonna slap the bald-headed assistant principal I had and with oil, baby oil on his head? Do it Diddy style.
Diddy oil.
You said Diddy oil?
Yeah.
If you do it Diddy style, I promise you. Speaking of Diddy, did y'all watch the documentary?
No, I haven't yet.
It's a little boring. It's a little underwhelming. It's kind of like the same thing that everybody knows. You know, he likes to play with baby oil and stuff.
Ew.
Yeah, it's pretty gross, but like supposedly like a lot of the jurors on his case were what's the word? When they're like
Compromise.
corrupt, compromised. Yes, a lot of them were compromised, and this one dude was like, he was like, no, Diddy and Cassie, they were in a relationship, like they were in love, like that's what I think. I think they were in love. I was like, what type of love gets you dragged through a hotel room? I ain't never been in love with somebody dragging me. Wait, what? No.
Bitch.
Yeah, and then another juror was like fanned out about Diddy and was like a super fan of his music and Danity Kane, that group that he created. So to summarize it, it's really a lot of information that everybody already knows, but the majority of it that like shocked a lot of people was the concrete like parallel being drawn that he took out Biggie and Tupac. Like that was the big thing that everybody was talking about. But I watched maybe a couple of episodes. I didn't finish it all. But yeah, I feel like Diddy's like a black Jeffrey Epstein. Hot take.
I mean, yeah.
Like, I think he is. I feel like a lot of people like give him like, oh, he's not as bad as Jeffrey. I'm surprised they weren't friends.
I know.
I'm surprised. Because
Jeffrey's racist.
He is? I didn't know that.
I mean, probably.
Oh, I wouldn't be
He's
shocked.
got to be. He's the best mates with Trump and that.
Yeah.
Oh, no, Trump's racist, so yeah. Makes sense.
Probably the only reason he's not in files is because he's racist.
But they also had Jeffrey's files connected with what's her name? The Naomi Campbell was around.
Yeah, Naomi Campbell.
So I mean, I don't know. Maybe he'd be more intimidated by a rich black man than a rich black woman, I guess. I don't know. I couldn't tell you, but I talked to some Trump supporters last night, and this dude came in and he was literally like, Trump had nothing to do with Epstein. He cut him off back in 2004.
What?
He said he cut him off back in 2004 during Mar-a-Lago, and how he found out he was messing with little girls at the I was like,
He
what?
didn't say anything. He's just as bad then.
Yeah, he's like, Trump. The only thing about Trump is that they redacted the statements out of the files to protect the victims. They weren't redacting it to protect anybody else but the victims. I said, okay, if that's what you believe, but that doesn't make sense.
The victims want the files to come out. What do you mean? Like,
Yeah, they literally came out and screamed about it. So I didn't get that.
no, what the fuck? Like,
And
people just wanna.
Virginia Giuffre was definitely unalived on purpose and definitely did not unalive herself.
You know, they don't talk about her that much. Like, they don't really talk about the victims' names as frequently, and they don't scream it out loud. Like, they kind of like are hush hush about the victims itself. I didn't even know what they looked like, a lot of them, until I seen them come out and talk about what happened to them. But they kind of make it seem like it's just like it feels like, I don't know what the word is, but it feels so dystopian.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, it just feels weird.
Yeah, I'm with you.
They make the whole case like out to be like theatrics, like it's like oh yeah, let's release this episode. Like,
Yeah, it's fucking weird. Like,
they're covering up a lot of shit. Supposedly there was like a picture that they covered up of Trump with somebody else too.
Mac, I have insane tea that you're gonna have to FaceTime me for.
like who's it about? Someone in debate talk?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Who was it? Me? What did I do?
No, it's not you. You can be added to the FaceTime. Don't worry.
Is it about me?
Mm-mm.
Okay. So it's like
It's about
personal.
me.
Oh.
Yeah, girl. What you
Can I
do?
be added to it?
Oh,
You want to be added? Shit! You know what? Shit! The more the merrier. Yeah.
Mac, do you talk to Tor still?
Huh?
Mac, do you talk to Tor?
Actually, I talked to Tor.
I talk to Tor every once in a while. I have her on Discord now. I have her new Discord, so.
Yeah, we talk like pretty often, like all the time, honestly. She be turned up. Every time I turn around, she's like, yeah, I'm lit. I'm out. I'm having a time. I'm like, girl, dude, turn up for me. I'm inside now.
I know, she's always like doing something fun. I'm like jealous.
Yeah, she dropped a new song and everything. I'm so proud of her.
She could probably come up. I have her on Discord. I'm sure she's active unless she's out, but
Yeah, join my
Oh
Discord,
my goodness.
guys. Join my Discord.
No, literally, we can all be in Lux's Discord and be telling stories. Cause like what? No, whenever me and Matt get together, we are always telling each like craziest updates all the time.
We made it to 300 members in 2025.
Shut up, really?
Yeah, bro. I made it. I had it private. I only had 50 people in there, and then I did the Love Island shit, and I promoted it. I don't know. I gotta do it all.
Yes, ma'am.
Love Island definitely brought an interesting crowd. I'm not gonna lie. Those people are crazy. They're weird.
yeah.
Everybody hopping down Alondria's throat, but then as soon as Huda does it, they're just like, ooh.
Oh, speaking of the Discord, hold on. There's a Discord that is Quacky in here? I don't think she is. Hold on, let me go grab the Discord thing. Hold on. I'll put the link. So there's a Discord that I don't own it, but I'm in it. And there's a lot of people from like debate talk that are in it, but not the crazy performative bitches, like actually chill people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So there's that.
So they won't go crazy if they see like, like a popular person pop in there.
Right.
My Discord is unfiltered.
Thank God.
Like we don't really have much of a filter. We talk about everything. We don't care. Well, it's not like wild. Like we just kind of are all like friends. So we just talk about whatever. But there are people.
I have to put that I have to put that link in my bio because someone wanted me to do it. Yeah,
DM me the link.
I will. I need to.
But yeah, my updated link is in my bio. I just put it back in there. So if y'all want to join, y'all welcome to. I don't care. Come on in. We're a little dry, so that's why I wanted to invite y'all.
Mike Lindell?
Who's
Let me
Mike
go grab the
Lindell?
link.
Who's Mike Lindell?
I think I know Mike. We're friends. I do know Mike. I'm trying to remember. My brain, it's so poop.
Say hi to my friends.
Did you hear that?
What?
Hi.
Didn't hear what?
Somebody yelling outside.
Hello, friend in Lux's room.
Wait, guys. Apparently there's tea. Hold on. Apparently there's tea happening.
It's my boyfriend.
Do you guys want to watch some tea time?
Sure.
Oh, somebody's yelling.
Oh gosh, hold on. That's loud as shit. Okay. Oh.
Trying to make sure it ain't the crazy dude that flicked the lady's wife off.
Somebody's arguing outside, y'all. Hold up. They're screaming at the top of their lungs. They're saying, "You fucking crazy." They're cussing.
Guys, there's a lot. There's drama happening. Oh
They're
shit!
watching
There's
sports?
drama happening.
That don't sound like sports, Manny. I'm nosy. Manny, you close the door.
Oh, you want to keep listening?
Yeah, I want to listen. I'm nosy.
Go ahead.
I don't think they're screaming about sports. He's talking about something. They're talking about sports. No, the fuck they're not. Ain't nobody cursing that loud about
This is
sports.
hilarious. There's drama going on.
As long as I'm on this app, which
Hold on, let's see.
as long as USA Talk exists,
Let me turn on
I
Do
just
Not
wanna hear your
Disturb.
voice. And that's kind of all.
I appreciate you. I do. And if any who tried to speak out about what had happened to them and tried to actually do a good thing, if any of you guys are listening, I am so sorry. But you guys had to listen to that. Wait, I have tea on the person who's at the top. Just
Man, if they're arguing, if it's some mess and Tabby's at the top, I'm already sick of it.
Please, I'm so sorry that happened today.
What the hell is happening?
She always in some damn drama.
No, I know.
On that note,
I got her blocked.
On that note, something heavily related. If anybody else wants to add on to what Nicole said or respond to what Nicole said, please feel free to do so, because I do want to read something really quickly. A text message that I just got.
Text message.
Something about that list. That's what they're talking about right now. They're talking about the victims of the list. Yeah.
Okay.
What list? What list?
Bro, I don't even know. It's just a list of like people that they think are problematic.
News to me is that I'm pushing 35, guys. I just found out that I'm pushing 35. Good news for me.
Where's the Emma person?
So, Jay,
or the Gemma?
AG's
I
girlfriend.
don't think they're on here.
Just sent me a text.
Y'all, this is my baby star. She's mine.
That says one more thing.
She has a squishmallow
behavior is edging into Nazi adjacent territory and is blatantly ableist. You need to crack open a real book instead of getting your worldview from TikTok and doing the very white thing of relying on your peers to do the thinking for you. The way you represented AG, more than once, I will add, was ableist.
Girl, what the hell are they talking about? I'm tired of this stupid fucking drama.
Can I FaceTime you already?
Her of lying.
Oh yeah. We can do that. We can do that.
If y'all want it private, let me know. If not, I'll send my phone number.
We can do it on Discord.
Stop centering yourself.
This is FaceTime.
They have FaceTime on Discord.
What's the difference, Scoop?
I reached out privately because I'm not interested in spectacle.
The walls have ears.
No, you can make a private chat in Discord.
It's not like that, Lex. It's not like that.
Hold on, okay. I gotta go see what the hell is happening in here, and then we can do that. Hold on, let me go. I'm gonna go see what's happening in here because I'm so confused. But this is happening on Olive's live. That's what's happening. I don't know what's going on, but do that. Hold on, let me go. I'm gonna go. But this is happening on. I don't know what's going on, but